stage our speaker of this technical session. Ngasigi technical session asi haunana bagi ayabadu mayam dagi luxury loina na ngasigi technical session asi da mapung fan binana bagi damak ngasigi thorum asi da yawbaleng birakli bakwai punamak na lengsin biraktuna ngasigi thorum asi da mapung fan saru gyabiu loina na horen aikoi speaker sing na wangang laba matungda kana gumba khangning ba leraga su adu da wahang hang bagi khudong chabadu lobi ho haiduna sinjalang jere bagi maikai digi hangachari. We are honored and delighted to welcome our today speaker, Sri N. Sridhar, Executive Director, SEPC Chennai, Sri Pankaj Talreja, Country Head, India, Idea, Nova, New York, Dr. Rajnikanta Padmasri Awardee, GI Expert, SWA, Varanasi, Mrs. Yuka Isatake, Director H Private Limited, Jaipur, Srimati Sumit Arkor H Sourcing India, Gurgaon, Sri E. Jiten Singh, Director of Handlooms and Textile, Manipur, to kindly occupy and to take a respected chair on the dais. Ikai khumnachari ba ngasigi thoramasigi technical session asida lengkhat pirakna bagi damak kausinjari makatarakpo ina. I would like to invite on stage Srimati Krishna Maheta, Creative Director, Krishnan Maheta Studio, Halminton House, Mumbai. Srimati Madhumita Sarkar Guha, Founder, CEO, Lux Living, Kolkata. Cameras Dewanger, Partner, Rausi Tasa Exports, New Delhi. Sri Swarup Mukherjee, Textile, Masala, New Delhi. Ikai Kumnuchari Ba, Mayamasina, Daista. Langsin birko matam dai khoige volunteers sing namtang assist to winaba no lukchori. With great honor and regard, let me invite on stage the speaker of today's technical session, Sri N. Sridhar, Executive Director, SEPC Chennai, Sri Pankaj Talreja, Country Head, India, Idea, Nova, New York, Dr. Rajnikanta Padmasri Awardee, GI Expert, ISWA, Varanasi, Yuka Isitake, Director, ACE Private Limited, Jaipur, Srimati Gumit Arkor, ACE Sourcing India, Gurgaon, Sri E. Jiten Singh, Director of Handlooms and Textile, Manipur, Cameras Dewanga, Partner, Rausitasa Exports, New Delhi, Sri Swarup Mukherjee, Textile Masala, New Delhi. Srimati Krishna Maheta, Creative Director, Krishnan Maheta Studio, Halminton House, Mumbai. Srimati Madhumita Sarkar Guha, Founder, CEO, Lux Living, Kolkata. All the speakers of this technical session are requested to kindly take your honorable chair on the dais. Our speaker, Sri N. Sridhar, Executive Director, Sri Pankaj Talreja, Dr. Rajnikanta, Mrs. Yuka Isitake, Srimati Gomit Arkor, Sir Sri E. Jiten Singh, Cameras Dewangan, Swarup Mukherjee, Srimati Krishna Maheta, Srimati Madhumita Sarkar Guha. Ikai khumnajari bang asigi speaker obigadaba technical station asigi mokahana kausinjari cameras dewangan Sri Swarup Mukherjee Srimati Krishnan Mehta Srimati Madhumita Sarkagwa Sri Ann Sridhar Sri Pankaj Chalreza Dr. Rasnikanta Mrs. Yuka Isitake Srimati Gumit Arkor Sri Iziten Singh We are honored and delighted to have such valued personalities admit us today. Before we proceed our technical session, we warmly wish to take this opportunity to welcome our dignitaries, our speaker, with Lengyan, and give. So I would like to request Sir Sri Iziten Singh, Director of Handloom and Textile Manipur, to kindly felicitate and honor our respected speaker with Lengyan. Ikai khumnajariba ngasige dais telengsin biriba technical session asibigi speaker obigadaba sing asibu ngasige khoigi thoram asibu sinbada chobo thogdang lobiriba ikai khumnajariba Sri Iziten Singh, Director of Handloom and Textile Manipur na Lengyan khudol tambiri mayamdagi ahoba khubam tang nijari. Presenting Lengyan as a symbol of love and appreciation to the speaker by our director, Sir Sri Iziten Singh. Ngasigi technical session asida khoigi ngasi pangthokliba thoram asiga mari lainana workshop on integrating indigenous textile and rich traditional motifs of Manipur for preservation and to diversify for global fashion supply chain haiba hiram asida mayamna magi oiba topic singda wangang bigani hauze khoigi mangda lengsin biriba sing asi designer fashion mari lainaba handloom gi mari lainaba lam India gi mafong khudimaktagi aduga loinamak khoigi jaga khudimaktagi suraga lengbirakla bani mayamna horen speaker singna wangang laba matungda hangbiningba wahang sing aduma khangbagi khudong chabu su pijari. Ngasigi via seller meet akhagi pangthok soriba thoramasigi ani session technical session haiza batare masida stai khogi mangdaleng sin biriba ngasigi dai seleng sin biriba mayam sing asina magi oiba hiram singda khogi wangang bigani duga mayam namuna tabiraga khana basing adu lobiyu duga hangbining basing leraga su hangbagi khudong chaba du bijage aduna ngasigi thoramasibu yawboleng birakli ba khogi sai thoktuna lariba sing su hol asida lengsin biraklaga ngasigi technical session asibu mapung fahan biu haiduna sinjalang zaribage maike dige no lokchori. Ikai khumnajariba singasibu lengyan khudol tamba loikraba matungda. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now high time to welcome everyone present here on this technical session on this beautiful moment of second day of Manitex 2025. May I invite Sri Basanta Singh, Deputy Director, Handloom, Directorate of Handloom and Textile Manipur, to kindly present welcome address. Ikai khumnachari bas Basanta Singh, Deputy Director na mayam punamaku taram na okpagi warol thambina na bagitamak nolukchari.
Manipur International Textile Expo Manitex 2025 ki nini suba akhoi gi mangani suna chathagadaba program asigi nini suba numida sida ngasai inaugural session loiram matungda akhoi gi ngasigi technical session theme na ngasigi technical session asigi theme sina integrating indigenous textiles and rich traditional motifs of Manipur for preservation and to diversify for global fashion supply chains. Haibagi theme da ngasigi dais ta lingkhat piriba kai khumnaraba mafam jaga khoi countries mayam gi represent tawriba buying houses amasung different countries ta export tawriba khoi exporters sing akhoi gi program asigi leadership ahung phan akhoi gi khoibu guide tawbiduna ngasi program sing asi chathari bagi khoi gi leader khoi gi sir director mingoina panjarabada Sri Ilamun Jiten Singh sir an maktada Directorate of Handloom and Textiles Manipur gi site tagi harau te amba ikai khumnaba amasung taram nokchari lembi ragliba weavers, artisans, state awardees, national awardees amadi handloom handicraft pun sibiduna program asibu yaubiriba akhoi gi weavers, artisans sing Directorate of Handloom and Textiles ke official sing Manipur Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation ke colleagues sing aduga district ki project managers, CDs, designers mayam puno pu ahan maktada amukahan koi directorate ki kai khumno chari. It's our true pleasure, sir, to welcome all of you, sir and ma'am. At the last hour, I think hardly in 4 or 5 days before, we requested the buying houses, the exporters, and sirs and ma'am, they have agreed, we agreed very happily to come to Manipur and see what products are being woven and the craftsmanship of the Manipur and what global platform can be given. That because of that, our sirs, different, the buying houses, exporters have come for this program. And we also have our Sir GI expert, Dr. Rajnikant sir, who has come far along from Varanasi to attend this program and share with you all of us about the GI. So once again, from the Directorate of Handloom and Textiles, Manipur, welcome everyone, the media also included, everybody who are participating in this technical session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, respected Sir Basanta Singh, Deputy Director, Handloom, Directorate of Handloom and Textile, Manipur, for your warm welcome address. Now, with great honor, may I invite Sri N. Sridhar, Executive Director, ISEPC, Chennai, to lay down your valuable speech regarding this technical session. Ikai Kumnajuriba Sri N. Sridhar, Executive Director, SEPC, Chennai Dagi, Mayapunamak Warul Taminasi.
A very good afternoon to all on the dais and in front of the dais. A big thanks to the Director of Handloom and Textiles of Manipur and his team. And we got the information just 15 days before that they are organizing such a wonderful event in Manipur. So we also wanted to be a part. This is our second visit, my second visit to Manipur. We came in the year 2023, May. We had a seminar in Hotel Impal. So this is our second visit, and we wanted to have a close association with the government of Manipur and the Department of Textiles, Handloom and the Industries Division. So it's a good opportunity for us to understand the product, and we will also give a brief about our HEPC, Handloom Export Promotion Council, how the council can help the manufacturers, the artisans, the producers companies to enter into the right market in the international arena. Although we do quite a few BSM, buyer-seller meets in India, many of the people might be knowing, but still our main motive is to take the product into the export basket. So thank you Mr. Jitan and the team of Handloom and Textiles Department of Manipur for giving us an opportunity to work with the government. See, the Handloom Export Promotion Council is under the Development Commissioner of Handlooms, Ministry of Textiles, Government of India. We are headquarters in Chennai and we have a regional office in Delhi. We have offices in Govt and Panipat and Karur and so on in different parts of India. We cater mostly to the handloom exporters. To suggest them, we conduct the seminars, the knowledge sessions to invite the handloom manufacturers and exporters, like one among what we are going to present now, to impart the knowledge on what is an export market and how we can enter into that, what are all the basic prerequisite arrangements that an exporter or a manufacturer should have to take their product into the export basket. See, the economy of a country depends on the export revenue. You might have seen in the papers that we were in the stage of or in the range of like 7 or 9. Couple of years before then we moved to 7 to 5, and now we are targeting push our country into the next stage of like 4th place in the global arena. That can happen only because of improving the exports. So by all trade, not only the textiles, so we need to take the best possible efforts to take our products into the international market. And yesterday and today we have visited the stalls in Manipur. Even today morning we had a couple of visit to a couple of clusters. The Manipur fabric is one of a very fine product. People are getting the fine count yarn like 180 count and doing wonderful fabric with jacquards and other handloom arrangements. The product quality is really excellent, but we continue to do the traditional product. Traditional product is very important to retain our culture and tradition of the state and of the place. But at the same time, we should think, because our tradition is not the same one in the European countries or the Western countries or the Asian countries which are away from India. So we need to think innovatively how we can catch up our design into the export requirement, in the international requirement. See, for example, if we take handloom export, which is close to around $200 to $250 million, so close to around say 1,500 to 2,000 crores every year happening with the HS codes of HEPC. The majority, those things will be presented in the slides also. The most of the product, close to 60 to 70% of the products are home textile products. The rest of the things are only like stoles, shawls and other apparel. So we need to move into the segment where the whole world is requiring. So even we had a couple of discussion with the exporters who are on the dais over here. So they will also share their view. So we need, because the design is good, the fabric is good, but only thing we are more focusing on our apparels. So we need to change. Maybe we need to take some trials on the fabric samples and get associated with the HEPC. We travel across globe. Every year we are conducting close to 15 to 20 international events, and many of the exporters from different parts of India are taking part in the international fairs. So we will be sending the international events calendar to the Director of Textiles Manipur also. So even yesterday I was discussing with the Additional Chief Secretary and also with the Director, represent some good people for every international event, and the products, those which are suitable for the Manipur manufacturer. So that they can understand, they can visit the international market, understand the international requirement, and they can produce the fabrics of that quality. And what are all the quality requirements of international market? Just we are going to touch upon. We have prepared a PowerPoint presentation where what is the present products that are being manufactured in Manipur, and how these products can be converted or diverted into the international market. So we prepared a PowerPoint presentation. So that will be shared by our Joint Director, Dr. Sundar. So with this, I just conclude my this thing, but at the same time, I will also be parallelly discussing with along with the views of Mr. Sundar. So Mr. Sundar, you can come and take the presentation here.
Thank you, sir. And on behalf of Handloom Export Promotion Council, we thank the organizer having given the opportunity to meet the artisans and the cooperative societies and master weavers of Manipur to initiate them into the global export market. So, like the topic, to be discussed is integrating the Manipur traditional textile to diversify for the global fashion supply chain. So we have on the dais a lot of experts, both from the buying officers as well as the export fraternity. And since that we have more than about 70-75 slides touching upon what have been currently manufactured from Manipur and what are all the suggestions with our expertise, how we can convert these traditional motifs and the fabrics of Manipur to an exportable product. Because as my colleague has said, as it is, the products which are currently manufactured in Manipur may not be endorsed by the overseas market. So we need to slightly tune them to change the color requirement or the dimensional of the finished product to suit the respective countries like that we target to export. So what I believe, the entire people here, if they also can see the PPT by sitting in there, or how do you, so I leave the judgment to you. So because the follow-up speakers like Mr. Pankaj and Dr. Rajinikanth, GI, on behalf of Handloom Export Promotion Council, we have now helped our GA consultant to reach out to the various, various clusters of Manipur to get the geographical indication identity. See, now the Government of India has put a lot of efforts in recognizing the age-old traditions of all the artisans and clusters to be certified as GA certified cluster, so that export both domestic can be tried with the GI tag. So having said that, so Dr. Rajinikanth also will talk about the advantage of getting the authorized users of GI. Already awarded, 3 products have been already awarded here to Manipur, and almost 3 more HPC have identified and helped. So going forward, we would like to get at least 10 or 15 products of Manipur to get GI certified with HPC support, so that we can also take those products, century-old tradition of Manipur to the global market. And we have Yuka Ishitaka from Japan, and who has been, who is an expert in Indian design. and she has been supporting the Indian, exporting clusters to take those designs to the global market, especially to Japan and other various European market. And we also have Madam Kaur, and she's a sourcing expert, and she's basically buying a lot of rugs and bottom item. So with that, we will go to the our HEPC's suggestions and idea. So that whoever control, I'll say next slide, you go on that. Okay, next slide. So before sharing what is the status of Manipur, I go to the next slide. Okay, so we need to also understand where this Manipur handloom industry or the segment lies when comparing to the overall, global handloom status as well as the India handloom segment. So when we consider the global handloom market, almost 90% of the commercially produced handlooms are produced only in India. So we have that advantage of reaching out to the luxurious segment of the global market, because we are the only still existing commercially produced handloom clusters available. In that, out of the 35.22 lakh of handlooms available in India, more than 60% handlooms available in Northeast. And out of the Northeast, more than about 10 lakh handloom. Next to Assam, Manipur is the biggest state which still practice the handloom production. So you have a lot of advantage, you have a lot of potential to create exportable product. So why we need to push this handloom from India? Because the handloom segment in India involved with the rural women population, and also it helps the rural economy. And having understood the Manipur economy is centered around woman-centric economy here. So most of the entrepreneurs are all, women's here. So government have to support these women entrepreneur, and already the domestic market is saturated. As like our director, Jitan sir has said, already the current, production what Manipur handloom societies or weavers are doing already been consumed in the domestic market with a not very high cost or very reasonable cost. So now, if we have to give more wages to the weavers here, the only avenue is look out for the buyers who can pay double the cost of the current buying prices. So that is quite possible, not possible with the existing domestic consumption. So we need to look for the global market, wherein we hope that if Manipuri products can be, with a slight modification, export to the deserving market there, there will be an addition of at least about 30 to 40% of the cost which is being now sold. So wherein current wages can be at least 10 to 15% can be increased to the weavers. So that's the advantage. So the advantage of handloom is also like it is 100% natural, with a lot of advantage of using the natural fiber. So go to the next slide. Okay, so the cultural essence of Manipur handloom, we have a lot of identity and aesthetic excellence. Last 2 days we have been visited a lot of various clusters there. We understand your artisans are working with very fine count yarn, 100s, 120s and 80s, with a very transparent fabric. Yesterday we had the opportunity to view and see the fabrics made during the fashion show. It's all very fantastic fine fabric, can be marketed to the global market in the luxurious segment. And these designs are produced, which can be produced in other clusters in India using the jacquard machine, electronic jacquard, or highly other mechanized form. So without any of these interventions, Manipur people are creating very innovative, unique designs only by hand, keeping those complicated designs in mind, not in the jacquard machine. So that's the advantage. So how can we convince the end buyer that these artisans have got a unique skill of creating the complex jacquard designs only by memorizing the designs and making it by hand. So we need to create a story behind each product, and that story will fetch you more money. So we need to, along with the Government of Manipur State Handloom and Handicraft Department, we need to create a lot of buys or visuals or videos of the advantage of telling how this product is made. The entire story needs to be documented, and HEPC will help to reach out to the global buying market. So the next slide. So what are all the traditional fabrics which is available in Manipur? As I say, GI already been awarded to 3 major category, which is this Wangkai P and Moring P and Lampi. So these patterns or designs are unique to your clusters. This product as it is may not be exported to the other global market, because how the ladies here using this kind of a stall or shawl, which is similarly used in other market, and you have the dimensions are different and unique to your local population. And we need to take these traditional. Yesterday also, when we had very interactive sessions with the additional chief secretary, so he was mentioning that those agencies who are involved in creating an exportable segment for the Manipur have to keep in mind that we should not dilute the uniqueness or identity of the cultural identity of the Manipur state. And keeping that as a base, we need to create a unique collection suiting the export market, so which is quite possible by having some kind of a MOU with the State Department, agencies like HEPC in understanding the overseas market requirement, and bringing in our other sister departments of Ministry of Textiles like National Institute of Fashion Technology in creating a design intervention, and also creating some kind of a modernization to increase the productivity. Because morning, the entire HEPC team have visited some clusters. We understand that maximum a weaver is making only half meter of fabric, complicated design, or maximum 1 meter per day. And that is why your products are still very expensive. Okay, for the domestic market, they are patronizing because they have a cultural compliance to buy your product as it is with a high cost. But when we have to target the export market, you need to be reasonably competitive to our other countries' supply like China and other things. Of course, there is no big handloom product coming out of China, but still we have to have cost also in mind. So that can be achievable if we increase the productivity. So how can we also, without diluting the cultural identity on the making process or the design motive, we need to help the weaver to create little bit automation so that the productivity can be increased. So that our sister organizations like Weaver Service Center can be roped in to increase the weaver's capability or capacity building, and also raw material interventions, because as of now, I think Manipur clusters are using only 100% cotton and silk, some certain percentage of silk, maybe mulberry and some kind of a locally produced silk, and maybe to very little percentage of muga silk. So we have a lot of other silk like tassas and other blends of linen and other even jute, very fine jute can be introduced as a cost-effective measures. So we need to create a lot of collections so that with the permutation and combination, we arrive at a product which are interested to the export market. And the next slide. So these are all the existing designs and collections of Manipur. So what the export market need? They need a everyday usable product, because what your weavers or clusters are making is only occasional wear or the wedding wear or for the traditional wear. Okay, so but when there is no such a requirement in the overseas market, so what the overseas market need is a day-to-day consumable item. So we need to use your ideas and make a similar product which can be used in the day-to-day usage of the overseas market. So the next slide. So these are all some of the idea. So what your off saree type made here can also be converted into shawls and sarang, some overcoat, some motifs as it is. Like these are all some kids garment and ladies wrap pants, contemporary thing. And we also when we see the products of Manipur, very less amount of home textile segment is there. So you are making a lot of ladies outerwear or the saree type or off saree type. Okay, so you can also use these coarser count yarn and creating a home textile segment, because there is a big amount of requirement available in the export market in the home textile. So India's handloom exports constitute more than 70% of the handloom exports from India is only in the home textile made-ups and fashion accessories and made-up segment. So we need to create shapes like this. So some kind of home textile product. So you can see the floor cushions. So of course the cushions which are there in the dais, this is a very traditional Manipuri type of cushions. And we can also convert the same technique into these Western required design. But we say as it is, we don't know, many of these overseas customers still would like to buy traditional motifs as it is. We may need to little bit tweak to the Western thing. So these are all the idea how we can, because some of the colors in Europe and other thing, every country has its own requirement of color preferences. So we also need to study, document and make some guidance to the viewers and societies to make collection suitable for the targeted export countries. So these are all multi-purpose cushion. So we can, using the handloom fabric of Manipur, we need to create value-added product. If we are going to make the value-added product, then you will find the exportable market. As it is, I believe, whatever the traditional Manipuri dress or wedding dress, we will find a very small quantity of exportable market. Maybe the Manipuri NRI settled in overseas country, they may patronize. But if we need to sell to the actual Western population or the Japanese population, we need to create a collection which is in need of that particular market. So, you say everyone uses laptop. Okay, so in the laptop, people already have cheap made Chinese laptop bag. So we can offer them a luxury segment using the silk fabric, the kind of laptop sleeve like this, using Manipuri designs. So which can bring in large amount of volume. Because if you see the whole overall, Indian population itself is around 140 crore people. So at least 10 crore laptops are being used. So you will find a very big market outside your northeast, especially outside your Manipur area. So you people have to think on creating a cushion. Also, like there are a lot of unsold goods, old stocks available in your societies or like that. So you can try to create some kind of a quilts which are in demand. So you can make a lot of patchwork type, because I have not seen any kind of a patchwork quilts here, which I think Japanese market or our designer will talk about what is the requirement. So these are all some idea which can be made, especially this shorter width fabric we can make using a coarser item, some runner, table runner and door mat, bath mat, because these are all in the Western market. People change every 3 months, a door mat, bath mat, runner, everything. So you will have a continuous market. Continuous, sales can be achieved by diversifying your current product into the exportable product. So these are all the towel. So of course, these are all the towel you made out of some other Indian handloom clusters. But the same concept can be used in creating the motifs of your traditional Manipur and reaching out to the global market. So there is a big amount of big segment available in the athletic wear as well as the leisure wear like beach towels and other things. So we can using the Manipur handloom technique, you should also try to create some kind of a terry product. So the new thing also can be concepted, the color scheme. And terry, I have never seen not even a single loom producing any terry product. So you can diversify if you really wanted to get into a large volume of export. So we need to create a new collection using the traditional looms, traditional thing with various combination. So this also, your shorter width fabric, we can make a lot of belt, fashion belt. So we can also make a like kind of a baby product like bib, so which are all in huge quantity export, export buyers are buying. So we can create throws, a lot of throws. If you see the made up segment, there is one cluster, Panipat and nearby Sitapur and again Agra. There are a lot of daris and throws and floor mats being exported. Almost around more than 14,000, 15,000 crore worth of material is being manufactured and exported. So if at all, if we need at least a 10 crore exports from Manipur, we need to think seriously how we can fine tune the current motifs into a designable exportable product. So these are all some of the ideas where you see bags. See, everyone travel. Whenever they travel, they have to carry the luggage. So there is a big amount of requirement for the various kinds of sling bags and flower wash, various kind of home goods, office needs. These are all the photos and other things where, because if you see the colors and everything as it is, it matches with the color currently being produced in Manipur. So you can create a lot of such new, already we have seen many of the stalls here made use of some natural material or the other, grass and other thing. So we can think. So we have made a line like what is the product currently being made, like starting from Mairong P to the other traditional, various kind of silk shawl, eri silk and natural dye. Almost around 10 existing products of your Manipur can be diversified, making the exportable the list. So the PPT have been already shared to the department. So you can seriously make a export potential collection. So these are all the 11 item which is already currently been majorly produced here. I also sincerely suggest that you, apart from using the 100% cotton and silk, seriously look for linen, because I've never seen any kind of a linen yarn is used here in your collection, and rami, coir and very fine jute, viscose, lyocell, modal, bamboo, because if you see the export market, they need variety of goods using the variety of natural fiber. So apart from that, maybe I think some synthetic fiber like acrylic have been very extensively used in creating some shawls or like some kind of outerwear for Manipur domestic market. But seriously, you can also make this value added good woolen also missing here. So you can start using those fibers and create a exportable worthy collection. So these are all the traditional your motive. Yesterday you saw almost all the fashion paraded models have wear the bottom wear like this. So this the same one can also be slightly tuned and made as a wide skirt, wrap skirt, or our Japanese designer will tell you the kind of wider skirts which also can be made with a very fine fabrics of Manipur and marketed to the overseas country. So these are all your motive, divine motive, because many of your designs can be really, picked up and then made into an exportable design. These are all some of the suggestions which we are giving you. So these are all the idea, but if you see even today, Director Sahab has gifted us the shawl with your traditional Manipur deer. The same, this also can be made and then made into the other kind of product. In the ladies, dress, you can keep this motif, either embroidery one or a woven design at the front or back, and sell as a concept. Okay. So what is the need for integrating with modern design? So you have to, apart from keeping the very traditional capability of Manipuri design, you need to create. Yesterday, that you saw that during the fashion show, that even your music is not, you are not making the age-old original Manipuri music. You have now fusion with Western music. That is why your local population appreciated the fusion music with tradition and Western. So that gives you a very different feeling. So same way you need to blend your existing traditional designs with the current market dynamics or the required design. So only then I think we can able to create some kind of a justification for the exportable drive or steps which the government agencies are trying to bring in. So next slide. So we also, that as I have told you, the motifs can be integrated, and you are maybe seriously now I think we suggest the department have to think and introduce a jacquard or any kind of a design intervention. Of course, the Manipuri's original strength is only the hand, making a similar designs of jacquard by not using the jacquard. But that can be used only for the GI tagged product. But reaching out to the bulk market, try to make those original design by 1/5 the cost of the existing thing, by introducing your design modernization of the looms, by introducing some kind of a mechanism, not exactly copying the 100% electronic jacquard, but at least try and then work with some kind of a expert in this field and bringing the higher productivity to the clusters. Unless otherwise we don't do that, our cost will be so prohibitive to expand the market. And the next, going forward, we also should understand what are the challenges currently what we face and list out how these challenges can be made as an opportunity for us. That can be also taken as a separate project for the department to increase. So again, the preservation of rich traditional handloom or product of Manipur is important, but having said that, along with that, keeping the original identity, we also need to do some kind of a fusion, some kind of a intervention to create more appealing to the global market. And we have another, our expert from GI, and he will talk about the advantages of GI, what are all the already awarded GI here, what are the prospects for the new GI, how our organization already supported for getting 3 GI new products from the new clusters. Going forward, how we can also increase that and how we can increase the authorized users. That's more important. Having obtained the GI certificate only in the paper doesn't going to help the weaver. We need to make the weaver as an authorized user so that the end market will be sold with the CI tag. The products are sold with the GI tag. So the customer, the end customer can appreciate the age-old importance of that particular product made out of that cluster. And we have to also have a lot of strategy how to preserve our natural age-old. So I seriously suggest now, even your thing, you are using a lot of, the modern dyes only. So you have to convert into natural dyes because there are a lot of abundance of natural material available in entire Northeast. So kindly, seriously think of introducing a natural dye material so that when we are targeting the luxurious export segment, when we say it is actually naturally made, it will help to achieve the higher price for your product. Also, like we can also create one permanent handloom heritage museum here, keeping your existing thing with what is developing here. So whenever there is a stream of overseas buyer come, and when we do a BSM or when HPC is bringing some delegation, we can make some kind of a Manipur tourist occasion so that they can come, they will see, because seeing is believing. Unless otherwise the buyer come and see the actual production, how they can appreciate the product. So we need to create a permanent handloom heritage museum here. So that is our suggestions to the department. Also, we need to revitalization of the current looms. The current methodology of making, using, keeping design in the mind, over the period, the next centuries or thing, how it is going to be cost effective. So some or other within the boundaries available, keeping the originality in mind. So we need to do the revitalization of the looming techniques for the Manipur handlooms. Also, the woman weaver empowerment already there in the Manipur, because if you see it's a woman-centric economy, still that can be encouraged and empowered. Next slide. So we also have to link, because now currently if you see the marketing, age-old marketing is like you put a physical display, people come and buy and they do. That is how the trade happened. But now the e-commerce mechanism have taken a big advantage. So we need to collaborate with e-commerce alternatives. And in fact, Ministry of Textile, Government of India have supported with a India handmade portal. So people here can register. Also HPC is now finalizing a very dedicated handloom export a portal which is very exclusive for the overseas buyer. So currently whatever the portal e-commerce available here, barring the other private players like Amazon or Flipkart, there is no dedicated portal for the overseas buyer. We hope once the HPC portal is in place, that will help the artisans to sell the product directly to the overseas buyer. So also community-based heritage tourism, as we have already suggested. So organizations like HPC can involve. We conduct a lot of buy-seller meet in various other parts of India. So we can always tell them whenever they visit here. So maybe collaboratively, jointly, self-sponsored basis or with some subsidized cost. We will tell them go and see the clusters of Manipur. Therein, when they visit here, they may be encouraged to buy more. They may be encouraged to create some new collection. So that is the way how we can take out to the global market. Also the creation of raw material bank with other natural fibers, and we can also create and preserve the rare views and pattern. So Manipur has got a very rich heritage which we need to do that. Also when we are targeting the global market, without adherence of the compliance and the global certification, it's quite difficult to reach out to the bulk retailers there or the bulk market there, because there is a standards, international standards to be met, right from color dyeing to the other component, fiber characterization or the weaving techniques, whatever the care label says, we have to comply in that. So that we need to get a lot of certification, which organization like us also will help the societies to get into that, because maintaining those certifications with the individual exporters is very expensive. So probably a government have to come as a supportive to the prospective clusters or societies to get certified. Also integration of the weaving into education and thing. So, but fortunately, the youngsters from Manipur community already patronizing or into the handloom weaving, unlike the other parts of India. The other parts of India, the average age of the handloom weaver is above 55 or 60. But here I am very happy to see young people are still practicing and doing the handloom technique. Maybe that is because of the cultural requirement of the Manipur region. But to keep up more, we need to keep these youngsters who aspire to be future handloom weavers with adequate earning. If we don't do that, and probably their interest also will go down. So it's all the state, both the state and central government agencies have to involve and devise a mechanism or market so that the youngsters, more youngsters are coming into this business, handloom business. So we can create the handloom school. Maybe export with a suitable NGO or some overseas buyer. You provide some kind of a space. Maybe handloom school can be created wherein a new set of youngsters who are interested to take up handloom as a full-time profession can be trained, and going forward the exportable collection can be made out of this collection, because now the handloom, whatever 2.5 lakh handlooms available or exist in Manipur are all home-centered or available 1 or 2 handloom each home. Very few organized clusters are available. This certification, international production are quite possible only when you have a cluster-based manufacturing capability. Like you need to at least have a shed with around 50 to 100 looms. So only then the overseas buyer will make a visit there, make system, make production, give you, because you need to ship at least 10,000 items or 10,000 product in 45 days time. That may not be possible with this kind of a decentralized house production mechanism. So you need to have a very centralized mechanism. So government, both the state and central, can think of creating a handloom park. Once that handloom park is there, how to initiate that handloom park into the export market, maybe HEPC can be roped in and we will step in and support. And also that future market is only sustainably eco-friendly. Many of the buyers will look for sustainable tag, eco-friendly tag, and because there are a lot of advantage being the handloom industry with less energy involvement, it is also qualify for the carbon credit. So our organization is already working very deeply for making a mechanism for carbon credit mechanism for the handloom segment. Once it is in full, fully available as a document or as a gazette notification, maybe the societies can make some kind of additional benefit using this mechanism. So we government agencies must come forward and support to get educate this. So the sustainable development goal is the watchword of every buyer, consumer, government, agencies. So the manufacturer have to understand that and make prepared for that kind of a ecosystem of the production. So the next slide. So this is the explanation of how this carbon credit can be made. As I said, already your handloom is making use of only the natural product, natural fiber. So many of your product will get qualified for the carbon credit mechanism. And the need for diversification. Again, global fashion, every country, every segment, every consumer has got its own requirement. So we can't ask a Western retailer like Walmart or Kmart to buy what been sold in Manipur. So we need to create and make a modification, keeping this originality without diluting it. We need to create a new collection, go to the buyer, present them, get the order, and make the export drive. So also there are a lot of, as I said, the fusion of tradition with modernity. So we can create some kind of a specific fashion show. Like yesterday, the traditional items were shown. So next time, I suggest next Manitex 2026 can have a fusion wear as a fashion show, along with the fusion music. Okay, so the apparel, accessories, home decor, lifestyle, textile art, entire thing has to be concentrated, because as of now, your products are sold only in the apparel segment, not much on the home textile segment. So we need to concentrate that to make right collections for home decor. And also, wall hanging is a very big market and very big opportunity exists in that. So your traditional motifs as it is can be made into, without diluting or without compromising your uniqueness, create wall hanging. So people will not required to change the colors for their wall hanging. Wall hanging is a historic thing, requirement. So you can create a very good collection of wall hanging, and also export oriented design and way forward, because I think, how many slides more? Okay, we just keep going, because okay, so the end is stay connected with the handloom EPC, and we have expertise, we have experience, we have more than around 65 years of experience in taking out the entire export fraternity of the handloom segment of India to the global market. Every year we have been participating in more than 25 countries, and we are taking, the next one will say, we are organizing a lot of reverse buy seller meet, and that is how our exporters participate and display the goods. So the next time Manitex local display also can be geared up with this kind of a display, which will give more appealing to the required market. So just go fast. And as I said, handloom product, these 4 major category can be exported, and these are all, we also do lot of publication. So everything is available in our website. So please download and go through our activity. And these are all major exported item. Like apart from this contemporary fashion fabric, scarves, stools, bed linen, table linen, kitchen linen, decorative drapes, curtain, and various kinds of other items, you have to increase your product base. So this is our existing major exportable areas: Karur, Panipat, New Delhi, Chennai, Varanasi, Kannur, Mumbai. Next time we want Impal and Manipur to be in that place. If you work for it, we are there. So this is the statistics which is available. You can always get it, these updated statistics every month from our website. And these are all the activity calendar of events for the next year. And these are all the events which we suggest for you. Because your product, if you say, these are all more similar to the buyers who are all coming. In Japan and Australia and UK. So major market, major buyer. And these are all the international events. And as I said, well, the advantage of your goods being exported is directly minimum 20% up can be direct benefit. Because there will be a, whatever your GST paid is getting refunded to you in the form of ROTEP or duty drawback. Plus, apart from that, there is a separate, ROSCTL available for certain kind of items. So you will have additional benefit, export benefits. Please understand that advantage. And again, take the membership of our council. We have our helping desk at Guwahati. We will ask our team to be in touch with you and then take the membership of HPC. And we are supporting the master weavers, artisans by heavily subsidized our activity. And this is our contact data. So kindly be in touch. So we are ready to help you. We are ready to take Manipur as an export hub. So we hope the next edition, before that, we will have more exporters are coming forward, the entrepreneurs are coming forward and participate in our future overseas exports. Thank you for giving an opportunity.
Thank you very much, our respected Sir Sri and Sridhar, Executive Director, ISEPC Chennai, for your presentation, and respected speaker who speaks on behalf of ISEPC Chennai. Thank you once again for your elaborate presentation over Manipur handloom product. Next, with due respect, may I invite Sri Pankaj Talreja, Country Head, to kindly give your valuable presentations on this technical session. Sir will deliver presentation on behalf of India Idea Nova, New York.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pankaj Talreja. I come with a background of approximately 3 decades representing the overseas buyers across the globe in India for buying their products from different regions of our country. First of all, I would like to thank the Honorable Additional Chief Secretary, Mr. Bajpayee, the Director, Mr. Jiten Singh, and the Deputy Director, Mr. Basanta Singh, for inviting us for this wonderful event. We are extremely excited to be a part of this event, and we hope that we will be able to add a lot of value with our inputs as we represent the other side of the table, which is overseas selling market for this production and sourcing market in India. Also, to be very honest, whatever I wanted to cover in my short speech has already been covered by Sundar sir. So I think I'm going to rather make my speech very, very short. This is absolutely the first time for me to be in Imphal, rather in northeast part of India. And I've always believed that Imphal, rather Manipur, is one state which has the power to represent the pure soul of our country, the humbleness and the pure soul of India, and which is very, very evident in the craftsmanship and the designs that we do from this region. Having said that, I, through this short visit to this fair, gathered 2 most important preliminary inputs to go forward from here, and I'll build upon what Mr. Sundar said. I'll stretch that discussion and emphasize on one of the points he mentioned about. So first point was actually I could see that we are very strongly present in the apparels part of it, whereas the segment of home textiles is actually offering a huge potential as well. Home textile being a higher value article and used across the globe in every home has a very big potential if we gear up ourselves to supply to that segment. That is one. The second is, Mr. Sundar talked about the decentralized manufacturing setups, which is typically any cottage industry across the country. I have personally been experiencing this in other product lines as well. To give you a quick perspective, okay, we talk a lot about the designs, the motives, our heritage, our craftsmanship, which is superb, which is extremely impressive, and very much there it had to be. To be honest, at this level, we are only talking very surface level requirements regarding the concept of the design and the conceptuality of the product. The moment we are about to take the next step towards translating a design into the real product that can fetch us good business, the first challenge that we will actually run into is finding the reliable sources of program-based supplies to overseas customers. As an overseas customer, I can tell you, the bigger I become, the bigger my name becomes in my selling market, the more brand sensitive I become. And then the media and the other authorities and even the consumers of my item are questioning me that, are you, for example, producing my products under the correct circumstances and conditions? For example, is my weaver paid correctly? Are you following the law? Is the manufacturing environment safe and healthy? All that. In order to secure that customer promise, what I as an overseas customer has to see that my production is definitely happening in cottage industry today, but somehow it has to be brought under the consolidated sheds where it can be controlled in a better manner. And that can only happen through consolidated and centralized and industrialized production setups. It does not mean that I am saying that the cottage industry has to completely eliminate. It can still be a cottage industry, but it needs to be under controlled environment and conditions where somebody is responsible to make sure the weavers are paid correctly, it is healthy and safe, their working hours are correct, everything around it. If we don't have these in place, a customer sitting overseas will always be skeptical to place their business in this. Why? Because usually they have to always run program-based business orders to secure their future sales. Because let's not forget, the domestic business only has a transit lead time of, let's say, 1 week. So if you have some material ready in Manipur, it can actually in a week's time can reach to any part of the country, which is Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, wherever. Don't forget that we have the overseas shipping largely by the sea shipments, where the time between the port to port itself is very high. On top of that, developing a product and executing a product in production takes a hell of a lot of time. And that's the reason they can only work with the program-based orders. Now, program-based orders means they can only work with secured and reliable source of supplies that do not run into the operational challenges every now and then. And he can be very assured that whenever I have planned for a launch, product launch, my product is going to be there. And I am not going to end up having an empty shelf, which is basically a source of my income, right? So this is where we are. I will emphasize that the local entrepreneurs, the exporters and manufacturers have to come forward and start to think in this direction that how can we start to industrialize the production of beautiful products that we do from this region, and how can we put together efforts and resources around it. This is where my first input would be. Otherwise, every time I'm invited here, we will be more than happy to put forward more specific inputs as and when we go by. Thank you so much. Wishing you a very lovely evening and a very, very successful event today. And I hope that Manitex is going to grow multifold in future years. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Sri Pankaj Talreza, country head, who speak on behalf of India Idea Nova, New York. Now, with due respect, may I invite Dr. Rajnikanta Padmasri Awardee, GI expert SWO Varanasi, to kindly deliver presentation on behalf of GI expert SWO Varanasi.
नमस्कार सभी लोगों को। We are grateful to the directors of Handloom Handicraft Department, the Honorable Governor of Manipur, his whole team, and the excellent people of Manipur. हम भारत के उस शहर से आए हैं जिसको बनारस, काशी, वाराणसी बोलते हैं, और वहां से भारत के प्रधानमंत्री भी सांसद होकर के देश के प्रधानमंत्री बनते हैं। वो शहर है जिसका इतिहास 5000 साल पुराना लिखा हुआ है, 5000 ईयर ओल्ड। उसको कहा गया द लिविंग सिटी in the world. But the historian said that Banaras is beyond the history. The city is famous for learning and burning. 365 days, 24 hours, the cremation is going on. And the people who is learned across the world, who has gained a lot of the knowledge, if the Varanasi or Kashi has not put the stamp, he will be not recognized. Such a beautiful Banaras weave which is famous across the world. लेकिन हम तो मणिपुर आकर के मेस्मराइज हैं यहाँ की वीविंग को देख करके। आपने बनारस की वीविंग को बहुत पीछे छोड़ दिया है। आपके हाथ में जो हुनर है अभी बनारस में वो नहीं है। यू आर द एक्सीलेंट पीपल, और हमारे लिए ये देवभूमि है। ये मणिपुर कोई सामान्य जगह नहीं है इस भारत में या इस पृथ्वी पर। हम काशी की बात, मथुरा की बात, अयोध्या की बात, या कांजीवरम की बात, कांचीपुरम की बात, त्रिवेंद्रम की करते हैं, या देवभूमि उत्तराखंड और हिमाचल की बात करते हैं। लेकिन ये देवभूमि ये भी है जहां आप लोगों ने हजारों साल से विरासत को बचा करके रखा है। ये शाम का समय है, अब ये एंटरटेनमेंट का समय है, इसलिए हम बहुत 2-3 मिनट में अपनी बात खत्म करेंगे। जीआई पे हम लोग बाद में चर्चा करेंगे। सिर्फ एक चीज बता दें आपको, जो आप बना रहे हैं, जिस ज्योग्राफिकल एरिया में आप बना रहे हैं, उसकी कॉपी कोई दुनिया में नहीं कर सकता है अगर आप जीआई टैग नहीं लेंगे तो। अगर आपके प्रोडक्ट का जीआई टैगिंग नहीं हुआ, देखिए जीआई ओडीओपी नहीं है, जीआई इज नॉट ए स्कीम, जीआई एक्ट है, कानून है। 2003 में भारत की पार्लियामेंट से पास किया हुआ कानून है। 95% लोगों को जीआई की अभी समझ नहीं है, और हमें कहने में कोई संकोच नहीं है कि जो हायर लेवल के ऑफिशियल्स में हैं वो भी अभी बहुत डेप्थ में नहीं जान रहे हैं। और यहां तो बड़े बड़े डिजाइनर बैठे हैं, बड़े बड़े एक्सपोर्टर बैठे हैं जो पूरी दुनिया में सेल करते हैं। लेकिन हाउ यू विल गिव द गारंटी दैट दिस प्रोडक्ट इज फ्रॉम द आइदर द मणिपुर और द मेघालय और द मिजोरम और फ्रॉम बनारस? हाउ यू विल गिव द गारंटी? Honorable Prime Minister is saying Atmanirbhar Bharat, local to global, and now he's saying Swadeshi. How you will give the guarantee that this particular lyram fee or lesson fee or phonic is from particular geographical area of Manipur? Who is the weaver? Who is making this? So without GI tag, you have excellent the wood carving, the Kona craft, hand embroidery, beautiful paintings. More than 100 products are eligible in this particular area for the GI. And Honorable Prime Minister every time saying that ये भारत की विरासत है, ये मणिपुर की विरासत है. कल ऑनरेबल गवर्नर सर ने कहा था मेड इन मणिपुर. मेड इन मणिपुर जबान से कहने से नहीं होगा, जोग्राफिकल इंडिकेशन का टैग लेना होगा. दूसरा, लास्ट में कहते हैं कि जीआई होने के बाद वीवर्स, आर्टिजन्स, फार्मर्स, ट्रेडर्स, एक्सपोर्टर्स, डिजाइनर्स, कोई भी जीआई का ऑथराइज्ड यूजर बनेगा, एनी कैन बी रजिस्टर एज जीआई ऑथराइज्ड यूजर, एंड विदाउट रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ जीआई ऑथराइज्ड यूजर नो कैन यूज द जीआई टैग. नो कैन. इवन कि जिस सोसाइटी ने फाइल किया, डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ हैंडलूम भी अपने प्रोडक्ट पर नहीं लगा सकता जीआई का टैग इफ देयर कोऑपरेटिव वाज नॉट रजिस्टर्ड अंडर द ऑथराइज्ड यूजर. और यू विल नो दिस इज द सरप्राइजिंग अबाउट द फीस ऑफ द जीआई ऑथराइज्ड यूजर. Only 10 rupees for 10 years. Only 10 rupees for 10 years. This is the miracle of our Honorable Prime Minister, who is thinking about the farmers, weavers, artisans. और एक्सपोर्टर का भी वो 10 रुपीज में होगा, ट्रेडर का भी होगा, जो इंटरनेशनल डिजाइनर यहां है वो भी ऑथराइज्ड यूजर में रजिस्टर होंगे. This is our personal request to you people who are especially in the trading sector. Kindly register your firm as GI authorized user, and your fees is also 10 rupees. There is no discrimination in the government, either the weaver or the exporter or the trader, only 10 rupees. Then you will give the guarantee to the world, this product is originally from this particular geographical area. The government is thinking about the spreading the product across the world. When the demand will come, one people will put the power loom in the Guwahati. Your product will be copying in the Varanasi in the machine. Maybe some kind copy from the here to the Bangalore or the Pochampalli or the anywhere places. They will copy your product. And you will feel sorry. आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं अगर वो जीआई नहीं है तो. लेकिन अगर जीआई है, no can replicate this product any other part in the world. Even if the Longfi pottery is from the Ukhrul area, it has already applied for the GI. If you will make the Longfi pottery in the particular Imphal, it will be infringement. Only the Ukhrul geographical area will be registered for this particular pottery. You have two other potteries also. This is the power of GI. GI is legal local. GI is Swadeshi. Otherwise, you will tell about the stories, nobody will believe. No, you are selling the machine-made product. So we have the very less time here, but we assure you on this important day, we will support for minimum 51 GI for the Manipur state, this holy state, this Devbhumi. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajnikanta Padmasri Awardee, GI expert, ISWA Varanasi, for your presentation. On behalf of ISWA Varanasi, now with great honor, may I invite Mrs. Yuka Isitake, Director, H Private Limited, Jaipur, to kindly give your presentation on behalf of H Private Limited, Jaipur.
Good evening. Thank you for the government of Manipur to invite us to such a beautiful event. It is my first time being in Manipur. I'm very happy to visit this beautiful Manitex. So thank you so much. I have a company based in Jaipur, which is called Artisav Exporter Jaipur. I'm a designer and exporter, as well as I'm buyer in Japan, in my country. And with this Manipur textile, I got to know around 5 years ago from Indira from Chanu Creation. I met her 5 years ago in one of the fairs. And I fell in love with one of the fabric, which is called Leilam. I hope I'm pronouncing correct. And I made a jacket out of this beautiful textile. And it was well received from Japan, the Japanese market. So now I'm much more and more interested about this textile from Manipur. And I would like to point out 3-4 points for the, let's say, for the diversify for global market from my point of view. So first is the colors. And when I arrived today, I saw beautiful textile here in the booth, which was like black and red, very vivid textile. Motif was great and everything is beautiful. But if I would like to sell in Japan market, color has to be a little changed. Like Japan, for example, as far as I know, it's very, very received. Tone on tone is always welcomed as a color. So instead of black and red, I would do black and gray, gray and white, always tone on tone. So that is our first point that we can do work together. And secondly, for this quality issue, sometimes not only Manipuri fabric, but also in general in the fabric from India, I feel the color fastness and then this dyeing material that we use, for example, if it's azo-free or not azo-free, which might not be familiar in this by the weavers, but it's very important if we grow together for the global market. So yeah, this point we should color should be fast, or color should be dyeing material should be used in the how to say the resistant dye. And the third point is the delivery time. For us, like other speaker were saying, is the program is very important, and the delivery time is very important. So from my experience, for example, we have a plan to launch in Japanese market after 4 months of orders. And then first month, second month passed, third month passed, and after that 4th month, when it comes, I got to know sometimes the weaver is not even ready with the fabric. So we have to be very time, yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Time management is very important. So that is a third point. And the fourth point of the communication. So like delivery time, communication is also sometimes it continue first a few times and then suddenly stop, and then we don't know what our order is happening, or if it's not happening, phone call is not reachable. So this point I believe that we can improve easily. Yeah. This is four things I feel that we can improve to introduce the Manipuri fabric to the different countries. And I feel like there is a lot of potential because the motif, my opinion, we don't need to change any motif. Motif is great. And Weaver has a good techniques, so converting that to the color in the different colors, and then in different quality. Better quality. To launch to the like Japan market. That's what I'm looking forward to continue business with you, and thank you very much. I'm so sorry.
Thank you very much, respected Mrs. Yuka Sitaki, Director, H Private Limited, Jaipur, for your presentation. And thank you once again for sharing your valuable suggestion with us. Ladies and gentlemen, moving toward this technical session, now may I invite the speaker, Srimati Gurmeet R. Kaur, H Sourcing India, Gurgaon, to kindly give away your presentations on behalf of H Sourcing India, Gurgaon.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gurmeet R. Kaur, and I'm, first of all, as everybody has said, a very big thank you from all of us to inviting us in this, mesmerizing fair. Since yesterday when we landed, we are just so glad that we are here. And it's so beautiful, craft that we are all, carrying forward. I'll not take much of time because most of the things Mr. Sir have already said. But if you can, go on. Yeah. For me, what is handmade? And I've been working with handmade industry for last 24 years. Is it beautiful? I think yes. Is it exclusive? Yes. Affordable for the many customers? Maybe not so much, and this is where, of course, does handmade have competition against other alternative techniques? Yes. This is the crux of my presentation is that, although, of course, we can't compare an apple to a grape, like a handmade to a machine made, but the store space in a store of, a retailer is limited. So either they can sell a machine made product or they can sell a handmade product. So what will add more value to them is what we have to think. And product is always all about price first. And what are the challenges? Let's talk about that first. The challenges that we see in this region that sits here is your exposure to the outside world. Then what efforts have you put in to make such beautiful product? It doesn't come out, as, of course, when you see, when you touch and you feel, yes. But at this point, I mean the marketing of your product. And your, of course, a continuous comparison competition to the machine-made product is the with the same utility. For example, Sir presented a travel bag. Maybe if you have a travel bag, you'll have a competition, but then you have to optimize this technique so that your product becomes more sellable to the end customer. And how do we overcome that? Sir also had this in this presentation, make a proper product communication. Since you're working with so many, traditional motifs, lot of florals, and I think everything is coming from your history. It's an inheritance from your, previous generations that you will also pass on to your next generations. How do you do that? Build a story, build a product communication in such a manner that it connects to a customer to buy your product. How do we create the value creation? This need of having a product which is more commercial is the key. By commercial, what I mean is that it needs to be making relevance for me to buy a handmade product against a machine-made product if I'm a Chinese customer in a Chinese store, for example. One good example is that a minimal design can also be sold at a higher level, and can that be the case vice versa? It's a food for thought that we have to take back. And what I'll touch base again on most, what is a commercial product? If we say on a very comprehensive level, it categorized into a 5 different level of, stages. It has to have a good design. It needs to be a utility, it has to make a function out of it. You need to have a good price, an optimal price. Quality should be good. And sir has said about, using the correct dyes and so on. So all that is an input of your quality that comes out of the end product. And of course, the last one is that it has to be environmental friendly as well. So that will also preserve your generation and also your generations to come. And believe me, your next generations will thank you if you think sustainability and environmental friendly product from today onwards. How do we bridge the gaps it's no rocket science. You are the experts for your own qualities. You are experts for your own qualities. And if a buyer gives you a price point, then we need to have a kind of workshop. How do we create a sustainable, good quality product within that price range is the key. Let me quote an example and have a food for thought here. I have built up a new home, but I have a thin wallet, But, can I bring art and craft to decorate my home? It's that. It always starts with the end consumer perspective, is what I wanted to say. Yeah, after all, it's all about global supply chain of buying the handicrafts from your region, preserving your heritage, your unique design concept, but also making relevant for the global supply chain, global selling range. Thank you.
Thank you very much, respected Madam Gurmeet Arkor, who is present on behalf of AIDS Sourcing India, Gurgaon. Thank you very much, Madam. Aikugi ngasigi technical session asi ikai khumnajariba director na sum of toroga warol khara piraga lotion jagadabani aduna aikugi director hosik mapan phone lakpadagi thokiba male aduna mikof khara dang ngaiminarase aduga ngasigi makha tarakpa aikugi Session asigi manung chana ngasigi dice the lengsin biriba wires exporters singsida certificate amadi traditional gifts kusinaraba matung da board of thanks biraga makha tarakpa kuige session nama kuige evening show haizabatare Manitex fashion week ka musical event asi haugadabani aduna lengbirakliba khwai punamak nasu ngasigi evening show shibutsu matpung fahan biu haiduna sinjelang seribige maikaidege nolukchari ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯆꯒꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕ evening show ꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯀꯌꯥꯒꯤ fashion show ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ musical event ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯁꯩꯁꯛꯄ ꯁꯣꯔꯤ ꯁꯟꯖꯝꯗꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯏꯁꯩ ꯐꯪꯕꯤꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ Ladies and gentlemen, respected dignitaries, now we will have a very important part of today's program, technical session. So that is handling our certificate of appreciation today. Buyers and exporters. So for this session, with great honor, I would like to invite Sir Sri Izitin Singh, Director of Handloom and Textile Manipur, to kindly present certificate and traditional gifts to the exporters. First of all, I would like to invite on stage Yuka Isitake, presenting certificate of appreciation to Yuka Sitake, Artisan Exporters Jaipur, Private Limited, Raghuras Enclave, Krishnamag, Jaipur. Next, Sri Gurmeet Arkur, Sourcing Development Manager, A Sourcing India, New York. Presenting traditional gift as a token of love and appreciation and certificate. Next, with Sri Pankaj Talreza, Country Head, India, Idea Nova, New York. Next, Sri Ann Sridhar, Executive Director, ICEPC Chennai, presenting our traditional gifts and certificate as a token of love and appreciation from our director. Sri M. Sundar, Joint Director, C.S. Datta Moria, Senior Executive, ICEPC. C.S. Datta More, Senior Executive, ICEPC. Next, I would like to request to kindly give you a few seconds on stage, Dr. Srimati Krishna Maheta, Creative Director, Krishna Maheta Studio. Now presenting our traditional gifts to Sir C.S. Datta More, Senior Executive, ICEPC. Presenting certificate and traditional gifts to Srimati Krishna Maheta, Creative Director, Krishna Maheta Studio, Halminton House. Now, Dr. Rajnikant Padmasri Awardee, GI Expert, ISWA, Varanasi. Presenting certificate of appreciation and traditional gifts by our director. Next, I would like to request to kindly give a few seconds on stage Srimati Pratima Pandey, Prama by Pratima Pandey, New Delhi. Madam Srimati Pratima Pandey, Prama by Pratima Pandey, New Delhi. After this, may I request Srimati Madhumita Sarkar Gua, Founder, CEO, Lux Living, Kolkata. Presenting certificate and traditional gift of hamper to Srimati Pratima Pandey, Brahma by Pratima Pandey, New Delhi. And now, Srimati Madhumita Sarkar Guha, founder, CEO, Lux Living, Kolkata. Next, cameras, Diwangar partner, Rositata Exports, New Delhi. Respected Sir, cameras, Diwangar partner, Rositasa Exports, New Delhi. After this, may I invite Sri Swarup Mukherjee, Textile Masala, New Delhi, presenting our traditional gifts and certificate of appreciation to cameras, Diwangar partner, Rositasa Exports, New Delhi. And now it's time to sum up this technical session with great honor. May I invite Iziten Singh, Director, Handloom and Textile Manipur, to kindly deliver and sum up this technical session.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, state entrepreneurs, weavers, artisans, national awardees, state awardees, national designers, media, and other broadcasting people who are attending over here. Ngasi numinini chanba numita when pangtoi ba khoigi technical session da se GI expert Varanasi dagi laga se GI ki importance sing haiba koi taminare. Then international buyers in the kari pami koi tawru se karino color fast hoiba, then color combination, time factor, then deliveries da akoi na tawgadaba thabak khara tawrodaba thabak khara ji matang da se ACPC Handloom Export Promotion Council ki Dr. Sundar has explained enough regarding the exports of handloom products. Say, adamai tawdana koi na koi ki local handloom handicraft products say we are having more than 750 motifs. Even though akoi na we should not restrict on our motifs. So now is the time to that means diversify our products. That means otherwise akoi production ke swaisam lai bataya. Yes, I am also sure our local consumption is very high, even though no, we have to move forward, we have to export, we have to deliver our products from the state to the other states, then outside the country. So, I production is a global market like have taragadi tasengna akoina tawgada mayam se I say B2B or buyer sell I have explained to the buyers we are in a situation that we have to classify even though we have enough weavers now and we also that means our weavers are very much having what I say see akoy weavers sing yam pride our weavers are having so much pride of themselves that I am the weaver, I can make it and no one can make it. So up to that level, our weavers are having their own pride. So, adugi marumduda akoina tawgadabase karino hababu international market kari pami mayamna kari pami. So there are some slides HPC side and from buyers in the gate hungry. Thamiba mayam sing do koi khanjaba matam ore. Accordingly, adung mayam sing do koi pulla kanda koi punna chamin kanda koi ki ai sai hajabuduni weaver sing koi dal weaver mayam le have tarakaso akoi ki weaver sing si classify to matam ore aduna. Then state government is also planning to segregate to classify some of that means our weavers, that means 5 lakhs weaver or 6 lakh weaver or 3 lakh weaver or 10 lakh weaver. Whatever we have to classify into 3 categories. Those weavers who are having ideas or who are just want to confine to the local consumption, that level another. And those weavers who are supposed to diversify the product without changing the motifs of the state, which are very much related to the religion and culture and heritage, just to go out adugi level ama. Then another level, high-end product sagadaba weavers who are very much associated with the exporters, entrepreneurs, high big level. Now it is time to segregate like this. Otherwise, akoi ki posting is akoi mapanda sa pangangudo mandi. Sini. So those points sing se akoi ki lakpiriba mapanda ki lakpiriba experts and buyers high bid mapan maksing se akoi amamam ta oina collect torakanda now. In the beginning of money, just after having this opportunity. So from the government side, I would invite the entire team who are in the dais and those buyers who are supposed to come to Manipur just to buy our products. So in the next, just after the March, government is planning to have a very big buyer seller meet. So I invite in advance. So I'll manage it from the government side, so that our product may also be showcased over there in a very systematic manner by inviting the entire team from the government of India, but also from other parts of the country, other parts of the states. So I could reverse masigi moment se koi mangan ba matam natre. So thengban gidore akoi mang da sanna bagi lambi tausi situation ju hana gumna nate hoji far better. So we have to move forward. Sumlation ba yate akoi ki CD sing akoi designer sing, they have to explore their capabilities. Akoi ki weaver la skill we have to explore more and more to certain depth, and then state ki economy da leba ki economy da we have to give a very important impetus just for the sake of the state's economy. So I once again thank all the dignitaries who are on the dais, weavers, artisans, and national awardees, state awardees, and experts who are coming from different parts of the state and different parts of the country. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, respected Sir Director Sri Iziten Singh, Director Handlooms, Textile, Manipur, for some of all the topic and suggestion that was given by our speaker. Now it's time to thank all the dignitaries, all the beautiful people who are present here on this technical session. So to kindly present vote of thanks, may I invite Madam Jocelyn, Officer on Special Duty and Assistant Director Design. Pumnamakpu Thagarwahi Tambinanabagidamag, Ikai Kumnazaribi, Jocelyn, Officer on Special Duty, Learner Assistant Director, Design Bustis, the Kokshinjari.
Today, on this auspicious day of second day of Manitex 2025, organized by Directorate of Handlooms and Textiles, under the aegis of Textiles, Commerce and Industry, Government of Manipur, Buyer-Seller Meet, BSM, B2B, B2C, B2G, Technical Session, Workshop on Integrating Indigenous Textiles and Rich Traditional Motifs of Manipur for Preservation and to Diversify for Global Fashion Supply Chain. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our dais members, Dr. Rasnikanta, Padma Shri Awardee, GI Expert, HWA, Varanasi, our esteemed leader, Sri E. Jiten Singh, Director of Handlooms and Textile Manipur, Sri N. Sridhar, Executive Director, HEPC Chennai, Sri Pankaj Talareja, Country Head, India, Idea Novo, New York, Ms. Yuka Istek, Director, ACE Private Limited, Jaipur, Sri Gurmit Arkor, ACE Sourcing, India, Gurgaon, Srimati Krishna Mehta, Creative Director, Sri Swarup Mukherjee, Textile Masala, Sri Kirat Dewangan, Sri Rosita Sa Export. Sri Madhumita Sarkar, CEO Lux Living. I would also like to thank our invitees, entrepreneurs, officials, media partners, and our weavers and artisans. Aikoigi weavers and artisans leibigi asigumlaba function asi sinjalangzaba ngamjabani amukusa hanna pumnamakpu thagatcharaga asoi khiba ngam khiba yauraga su ngakpigani khanjaraga asida tensinjarage. Thank you everyone. Kurumjari.
Thank you, Madam Srimati Zoslin, Officer on Special Duty and Assistant Director Design, for your vote of thanks. And taking permission from our speaker and respected dais member, now let us conclude this technical session. Thank you all. Ngasigi technical session asi ikai khumnujariba dais member singdagi ayaba lawjabagal loina na matang asida mayamdagi koi kaina na baya thangnijari mathangda evening show ki tamak mayam sem saduna laire masidasu mayam punna meyeng taminasi haiduna khurumjari asigi technical session asi ki tamak tade matang asida loishinjari mayam punna makpu kaina yathang nijari khurumjari.
Hello everyone. Ngasi asi amukahana miyam gi mafamda ningsingjage Manipur International Textile Expo English ngani kun mangagi ani chanba numitni. Theme asi miyam gi mafamda amukahana thamjage Weaving a Sustainable Future Manipur Handloom Heritage to Global Fashion. Aikoigi Manipur iramda masida lairiba asi khutsa haibigi artisting asi feel amatada in terms of pottery, in terms of textile, in terms of akoigi fishalon sabo hairo haitaba masida akoigi lam khudimakta international award, national award phangba artist kayana ni khoi Manipur si pick thandana lairiba si aduga miyam gi mafamda mukahana ningsingjage Manitex English ngani kun manga sibu organized tobiriba Department of Textile, Commerce and Industry, Government of Manipur, Directorate of Handlooms and Textiles Manipur. Okay, adudi ngasi second day sida akoina stall sing asida changduna ngasi karamba miyoi sing lakli amadi stall sibu phambiriba miyoi sing asibu ani chanba numitsidadi nungaina dumak family bra natraga wari kaina ga hairuk doijalo adu mayam punna khangminarasiko khoise ngasi si mi su ham chilli amtang ngai bikoba okay mathang sum lakchage abungo ngasi Manitex ki second day si nuai bro
nuai
ngasi kai yengmurage manung da changaga
khangde
okay adidi stall manung sida changaga mathang ingzarage aikoigi kaunagi pochai myam amasu leibirammi pambi bro pochai sing sibo kamai tauge
myam amasu gift tawbire
yam phajai ko ado akhoi Manipur gi sumaina khutsa haibagi lamsidadi artisting se haiba je pik dhana leire haijariba ado sigi matang da su songi oiba sumaina international expo go silak ba je mor am tang phongdok piramo
yam nungaye sumaina sadana khotana mayam sida puthokdana ko uhan bidina ano ba mayam puthokdana mayam degi kanto buji yam nungai je ha
hoi adu mata sida songi ming amade lefam tang khangsaoge
agi ming lashram binarni ai jure mo makhale kai degi
okay akoigi ngasi gi oina ahan basi pura success ogre ko yam thamina thamoina pamjaba ama thengna jare duga ngasi stall phambiri bai ma sigi manak da su changjare ima ani subanu midni ngarang dagi horaga ngarang ne hena nungai bro natra ngasi ne hena nungai bro
ngarang ne hena nungai
kai gi no
ko yam chine mi yam tin ban ngasi ne mi tin ba khra wa le ngarang di lo par sing ahum mari yo le ba ngasi di du yog de ba
ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯃꯉꯥꯅꯤ ꯆꯨꯞꯅ ꯆꯠꯊꯒꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯁꯥ ꯆꯥꯎꯅ ꯊꯝꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯏꯃꯥ
ꯊꯝꯃꯦ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯩꯅꯁꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯩꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯊꯝꯃꯦ
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯩ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯜꯗ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯆꯠꯁꯤ ꯑꯁ ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯜꯁꯤꯗꯗꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯗꯤꯕꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯕꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯔꯤ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯃꯊꯪ ꯆꯠꯂꯒ ꯌꯦꯡꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯊꯪꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯐꯤꯁꯤꯌꯦꯜꯁ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯔꯤ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯆꯪꯉꯒ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯜꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯃꯈꯜꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯅꯣ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤꯕꯣ
ꯑꯁ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯁꯨꯔꯦ ꯁꯨꯔꯦꯗꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯀꯥꯁꯃꯤꯔ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯅ ꯄꯨꯔꯦ ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯅꯨꯄꯤꯅ ꯄꯨꯔꯦ ꯃꯨꯀꯥꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕꯗ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯐꯅꯦꯛ ꯑꯃ
ꯃꯆꯨ ꯃꯃꯦꯟꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯄꯥꯝꯕꯤꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯗꯗꯤ ꯃꯤꯠ ꯊꯛꯈꯩ ꯐꯖꯔꯦ
ꯑꯣ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯅꯦ ꯁꯦꯟꯗꯨ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯛꯇꯕꯅꯤꯅ
ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯃꯉꯥꯅꯤ ꯆꯨꯞꯅ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯆꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯁꯨꯡꯁꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨ
ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯔꯣꯏꯒꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯔꯣꯏꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯇꯣ ꯑꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯐꯖꯅ
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯁꯨꯡꯁꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯈꯣ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯩ ꯏꯃꯥ
ꯏꯆꯥꯈꯩꯗꯤ ꯄꯨꯔꯥ ꯌꯦꯡꯍꯜꯂꯒꯦ
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯌꯦꯡꯍꯟꯕꯤꯔꯣ ꯁꯣꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯜꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯐꯝꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯏꯆꯦ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯂꯥꯛꯆꯒꯦ ꯏꯆꯦꯃ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯠꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯀꯝꯗꯧꯕꯤꯒꯦ
ꯑꯁ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ
ꯉꯔꯥꯡꯒ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯉꯔꯥꯡꯅ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯅꯤ ꯉꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯆꯟꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯅꯤ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯒꯦ
ꯉꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯉꯔꯥꯡꯒ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯠ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯅ ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯤ ꯉꯁꯤꯁꯨ
ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯏꯆꯦꯃꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯔꯣꯟꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯍꯦꯛꯇ ꯃꯤꯠꯀꯁꯦ ꯄꯨꯡꯊꯛ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯩꯀꯣ
ꯍꯣꯏ
ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯃꯉꯥꯅꯤ ꯆꯨꯞꯅ ꯆꯠꯊꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯇꯥꯅꯁꯨ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯠ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯋꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤ
ꯊꯦꯡꯛ ꯌꯨ
ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯆꯠꯂꯒ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯌꯦꯡꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ ꯃꯊꯪꯗꯁꯨ ꯏꯆꯦꯃꯁꯤꯒ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯥꯖꯒꯦ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯣꯏꯔꯥꯡꯊꯦꯝ ꯔꯣꯖꯤꯇꯥ ꯗꯦꯕꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯆꯥꯎꯅ ꯊꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜ ꯋꯦꯁꯀꯤ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯠꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯀꯝꯗꯧꯕꯤꯒꯦ
ꯉꯔꯥꯡꯒ ꯉꯁꯤꯅꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯍꯦꯜꯂꯦ ꯁꯤꯠꯄ ꯁꯟꯗꯦ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯩꯔꯥ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯍꯨꯝꯅꯤꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯒꯦ
ꯈꯔ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯤꯠꯀꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯦ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ
ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯏꯃꯥꯒꯤꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯤꯔꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯑꯝꯇꯪ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯌꯨ
ꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯊꯥꯏꯅꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯡ ꯐꯅꯦꯛ ꯄꯨꯡꯉꯧ ꯐꯅꯦꯛꯇꯣ ꯂꯥꯏꯇꯤꯡ ꯈꯣꯏꯔꯝꯕꯗꯁꯨ ꯁꯦꯠꯄꯌꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯒꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯩꯇꯩꯒꯤ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯕꯗ ꯕꯣꯔ ꯃꯃꯥꯅꯒ ꯏꯟꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯁꯨꯝꯕ ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯅꯐꯤ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ 100ꯒꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯣꯏꯕ
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯏꯃꯥꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯊꯧꯗꯣꯛ ꯋꯥꯊꯣꯛꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯆꯪꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯕꯗꯨ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯦꯕ
ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯩꯇꯩꯒꯤ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯕꯗ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯆꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯕꯣꯔ ꯃꯃꯥꯅ ꯏꯟꯕ ꯐꯤꯗꯨꯅꯦ ꯁꯦ
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯩ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯜꯗ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯆꯠꯂꯒ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯋꯥꯇꯥꯏ ꯁꯥꯖꯔꯨꯈꯤꯒꯦ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯂꯥꯏꯁ꯭ꯔꯝ ꯕꯤꯖꯦꯇꯥ ꯗꯦꯕꯤ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜ ꯏꯁ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯔꯥꯛꯄꯝ ꯎꯇꯃꯥ ꯗꯦꯕꯤ ꯃꯊꯪ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯎꯅꯖꯕꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯟꯖꯥ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯂꯧꯖꯒꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯕ ꯐꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯎꯖꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯉꯧꯕꯁꯤꯅ ꯍꯦꯛꯇ ꯃꯤꯠꯁꯦ ꯂꯪꯈꯠꯂꯦ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯉꯔꯥꯡꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯠ ꯀꯝꯗꯧꯕꯤꯒꯦ
ꯉꯔꯥꯡꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯠꯂꯦ
ngasi hena nungai re bako dudi okay som da muk lakchage sam phajai phi se machu ga se kamaina to bi ge hojik sibo ngasi ge ani subagi numit se losilakadore
ngasi di adum nungai pot yonba ngasi di yam sile ngarang de ngasi ne na chatle yam nungai
aduga lakadori ba numi humni sidagi di kari kari expect ka to bi ge
lakadori ba numi humni side hena sitpa oini ne expect to je
yam nungai je oi biyo adagi mathangdana muk sanjita thongam imfalis khutsa haiba mi sing se yam kalak chai hai dune ko okay somna sembiri si kai kai no si ki matang da kitang khangjage yam phajai hek ubudadi
flower sense bani orchid I am Manipur da phang orchid sense is the base to sense bani flower decorative items hoina or hair accessories and the flower items loi mak sembi floral items hoina
yam phase do sigi idea se kamaina ga tawraga hogdora ki bizano hek yengda mit ke ping hanba ngamba lei su yam saraga leirami je
first I say sumaina tawzamne stocking leibada duduna decorative flowers sense hazaram bani first ada mamana nachom oina sana na bhaiba nachom oina sana na bhaiza bani adai da aigi sigi lei singse sigi kaino tauna na bai da makta moina nachom sabada di kara durability wang bana phaidana adu honda su problem oi da bhai di dai kok tharak pa khotar pa leidana adu problem da leidana bai da makta aina pot sum thira study tawzarak pane finally sigi products fang e adu ahan will first study I import tor member yam warame
hai bitang macha amaga demonstrate to bi ba yagadro hai di Henna interactive hoy number ko. Adum explain to biyo aduga adum yengzage.
Sigi se smaina paper se koina sep se aina smai cut tau zare ko aduga sigi se aina dye se aina hoje kudak tan tau sabane ba aduga color se su madi sungwa wow thar aroi ba sigi se makta su special color ina change ai tare ko aduga smaina aina mai hit pizza bane smaina pizza rani
Color se koglak tan ba.
Color se ka kinati petal shape se mak to ni se khagile hoge smaina petal shape se zara kani Same matong da sigi fibam stays da loina mag 5 flowers se 5 petals se si se loin same ani adu ma se fixed torok to ni ba smaina adum same matong da adu one by one I sigi for example sigi flowers ta nam same to ni
Okay, wow.
sis na form na sabane si di mas thagale e adu ga magi timing matong ina pot se phazar ko wow thar ko khotar bale adu sigi peppers na sabadi adum long lasting oiba durability am wang ba sustainability wang ba pot oiba sigi live orchid sing sel on ma aina sa zabane sigi peppers na line sa bane
Okay
and sigi adum long lasting oidam ne washables oi
Okay am nungai je
thank you so much
mathangi stall da muk chatlaga yengurase mathangi stall sida Soro Khaibam Gandhi Maite Kakching dagi ko yam nungai je ngasi thengna jaba se khoi gi mang si da su display tawraga thambiri si bada thambiri basi mam ujare ko khoi na so habitang polam sing sing matang da kitang kitang han haibiyo
khoi si wana kana toroga napaga lin kana toroga sajabani sine ko mak khoi si wadagi lina jetlaga kana toroga sigi magi haiba pin macha macha se haga semjabani ko sumaina semba sigi lem
wow yam phazai
se khoi table lem ni yam na chamba aduga sema matam dadi khara khut sang ba haitare ko macha macha adagi di tek tanaba khotana ba na semjaba kanu ko
aduga sida lairiba mayam si so loina mak decorative item ngakta oi bigedera
decoration hai battare sina khoi gi tree ni
akoi mayam do pi ko khoi camera sida
yes
yam phazai
ni khoi li wana semjaba tree ko
aduga hariba sing sigi raw materials idi karai degi lobi adum kakching da adum phangbibra
hoi hoi aduga li sina khoi gi lairiba khoi gi Tamilum side tigi ni Ukul side tigi mana ko sida wall hanging ni sisu wana kaina torga wachet na laga lai jat laga simjabani ko
hariba sing se khoi gi ima babung naga tambira pra natraga oja guru nai naga tamura siba
ai oja guru nai na tamjabani ko aduga thenga su thengna ai si masigi lambi sida khong targe haraga khallaga changchal lakhibani adana nasidi sugumba
International exposed da
asigumba kanu sida yawbu phangjab sai yam harau yam ngamdu tawo maroina aiji wuji relief camp da lajam
oh
Impal iski relief camp kabole ka dulalen haibu phom sida lajabani aduga haribu sida sigi installation ma hangba yabagi ayaba piraga mafam sida ngasi si mati ekoi myam punminara re ko nai phabani habatare aduga thokiba amang sakhiba thodok sing du ki khalba di thamoi dati ningbadi kaiba mate dum laire ko nasina kaubusu ngomoroi da ko
aduga oza matang sida ehaki maikai dagi thamjaning base haidi punsi sida awaba kaya laktuna so akhoi khutsa haibagi skill je si mangdana oza se ngasidi inspiration amoina haibadi adu mayam du overcome toraga sigum laba malem gi expo sida yam ningthiraba phajakraba problem kya se display to binadna akhoi gi mayam da upi bagi damakta thagat chari duga ishona su hena afaba lambi mai pakpa nungai ba pina bi oceanu haina wish tawjari
thagat chari yam nungai jara
hai duga Mathangi sidana akhina Hizam Krishna Priya Devi Imphal iski khoigi audience visitors adagi customer haitare customers su lairi adadum yengminasi ko kamdo birige polam singse as mora machaga se khunung jima tawe yawi polam singse gi matang kitang hana haibiu ne
polam singje ma haidi je koi sabai sida sabaje dum akoina dum kichu ille aduga akoina dum sajare adu agi mi khara ma thamme mi tarian mu dum lek charaga sui
punna dum sumina ba imung manungi mi gumna
ꯃꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤꯗ
ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯥꯗ ꯎꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯉꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯕ ꯑꯃꯈꯛ ꯎꯖꯩꯌꯦ
ꯑꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯂꯦꯝꯅꯤ ꯕꯜꯕ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯦꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤ
ꯂꯦꯝꯞꯅꯦꯕ ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯃꯊꯪꯗꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯆꯟꯆꯟ ꯃꯣꯏꯔꯥꯡꯊꯦꯝ ꯀꯛꯆꯤꯡꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯝꯇꯪ ꯆꯪꯖꯔꯒꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯕ ꯂꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯃꯆꯥꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯎꯖꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯖꯔꯦ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯗꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯄꯥꯝꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯁꯣꯃꯣꯟ ꯊꯣꯔꯛꯎꯅꯦ ꯑꯕꯦꯝꯃ ꯂꯥꯏꯗꯤꯁꯦ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯅꯪꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯡ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯎꯅꯦ NB ꯀꯩ ꯂꯝꯗꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯅꯪꯒꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯑꯣ ꯅꯪꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯡꯒ ꯂꯩꯐꯝꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯑꯣ
ꯑꯩ ꯃꯥꯛꯂꯪꯗꯩ ꯑꯩ ꯃꯤꯡ ꯄꯤꯄꯤꯂꯤꯀꯥ ꯀꯧꯋꯦ
ꯅꯪꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯑꯣ ꯃꯤꯡꯒ ꯂꯩꯐꯝ
ꯕꯥꯎꯜꯗꯒꯤ
ꯅꯣꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯗꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯔꯕꯣ ꯈꯜꯂꯕꯣ
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯂꯥꯛꯇꯔꯦ
ꯈꯜꯂꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯁꯣꯝꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯗꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯗꯁꯨ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯈꯪꯖꯒꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯇꯣꯞ ꯃꯑꯣꯡ ꯑꯃꯗꯁꯨ ꯁꯥꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯕꯁꯤ ꯎꯏꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯗꯁꯨ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯌꯨ
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯛꯆꯤꯡ ꯂꯤꯂꯤꯀꯦꯝꯗ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯁꯦꯡꯕꯗꯤ ꯁꯨꯒꯅꯨꯗꯩꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯍꯩꯔꯝꯗꯦꯕ ꯂꯤꯂꯤꯀꯦꯝꯁꯦ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯣꯏ DCꯒꯤ ꯊ꯭ꯔꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯇꯝꯕꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯪ ꯑꯩꯈꯣই ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯣꯜꯂꯦ ꯗꯤꯖꯥꯏꯟꯗꯣ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗꯦꯗꯤꯕꯤꯌꯥꯔ ꯍꯨꯏꯗꯣ ꯗꯣꯛꯁꯦ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯝꯃꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯊꯪ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯈꯥꯗ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯅꯤꯡ DCꯅ ꯊꯥꯔꯒ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯅꯤꯡ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯊꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯇꯝꯕꯤꯔꯦ ꯑꯇꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯁꯨꯝꯗꯣ ꯂꯧꯈꯠꯂꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯣꯜꯂꯦ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯊꯣꯛꯐꯝꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯄꯤꯔꯦ
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗ ꯁꯥꯔꯛꯄ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤꯒ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯊꯃꯣꯏꯅꯒ ꯈꯣꯏꯗꯥꯕ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯕꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯒ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦ
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯕꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯄꯪꯂꯣꯟꯗ ꯂꯣꯟꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯌꯥꯗꯤ ꯗꯤꯖꯥꯏꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯄꯗ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯣꯟꯕꯅꯤ나 ꯑꯗꯨꯈꯛꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯏꯁꯥꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯔꯒ ꯂꯣꯟꯕꯗꯤ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯣꯟꯈꯤꯕ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ
ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯩ ꯁꯤꯗꯁꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅꯁꯨ ꯎꯕꯤꯔꯤꯀꯣ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯐꯖꯔꯕ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯀꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯐꯖꯔꯕꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯇ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯤꯅꯤꯡꯂꯕꯗꯤ ꯁꯨꯡꯁꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯇꯦꯛꯁ 2025 ꯅꯤꯂꯀꯨꯊꯤꯗ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯆꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯊꯪꯗꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯖꯝ ꯁꯪꯒꯤꯇꯥ ꯗꯦꯕꯤ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜ ꯏꯁꯀꯤ ꯔꯥꯅꯤ ꯐꯤꯁꯦ ꯎꯕꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯦꯛꯊꯒꯦ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯩꯌꯦ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯉꯔꯥꯡꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯀꯝꯗꯧꯕꯤꯒꯦ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯕꯨ
ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯌꯣꯜꯂꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯩ
ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯣꯝꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯜꯗ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯏꯁꯥꯅ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯗꯤꯖꯥꯏꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯑꯥꯔꯇꯤꯁꯟꯗ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯐ꯭रीꯗꯝ ꯄꯤꯊꯣꯛꯄ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯑꯄꯥꯝꯕ ꯁꯥꯔꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯄꯥꯝꯕ ꯃꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯅꯁꯨꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯩ ꯗꯤꯖꯥꯏꯟꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯔ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯐꯤꯁꯥꯕꯤꯗ ꯄꯤꯔꯒ ꯃꯣꯏꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯍꯟꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯋꯤ
ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯥꯂꯦꯝꯒꯤ ꯊꯥꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯟꯂꯨꯝ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯇꯦꯛꯁꯇꯥꯏꯜꯗ ꯐꯣꯀꯁ ꯄꯤꯔꯒ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯣ ꯑꯃꯒ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯏꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯑꯅꯤꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯨꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯀ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯔꯛꯄꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯄꯨꯛꯅꯤꯡꯗ ꯀꯩ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯤꯒꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯊꯝꯕꯤꯌꯨ
ꯃꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯤꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯨꯏꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯨꯗꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯨꯕꯁꯦꯀꯣ ꯅꯧꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯇꯧꯈꯠꯂꯛꯄꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯗ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯏꯁꯥꯗ ꯑꯅꯧꯕ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯗꯤꯖꯥꯏꯟ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯇꯅ ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯆꯍꯤꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯒꯦꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯤ
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇꯁꯨ ꯑꯣꯜ ꯗ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯤ ꯁꯣꯝꯒꯤ ꯐꯖꯔꯕ ꯐꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯌꯦꯡꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯌꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯟ ꯈꯔ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯣ
ꯁꯤꯅꯅꯦ ꯀꯣꯇꯟ ꯁꯥꯔꯤ ꯐꯨꯜꯅꯦꯕ ꯀꯣꯇꯟ ꯁꯥꯔꯤ ꯐꯨꯜꯗ ꯐꯨꯜ ꯋꯥꯛ ꯕꯣꯔꯗꯔꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯁꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ 12,000ꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯣꯇꯟ ꯁꯥꯔꯤ ꯐꯨꯜ ꯀꯣ 5,500 ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯋꯦ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯁꯜꯋꯥꯔ ꯄꯤꯁ 3 ꯄꯤꯁꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯜꯋꯥꯔ ꯁꯨꯠꯇ ꯑꯗꯩ ꯕꯦꯛ ꯀꯚꯔ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯗꯨꯄꯠꯇꯥ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯑꯅꯧꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯨꯀꯥ ꯁꯨꯠꯇꯀꯣ ꯔꯥꯁꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯔꯈꯨꯜ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯈꯔ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯖꯩ
ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯩ ꯊꯥꯒꯠꯆꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯊꯪ ꯑꯁꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯤꯡꯊꯤꯕꯤ ꯀꯂꯦꯛꯁꯟ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯑꯣꯜꯔꯦꯗꯤ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯑꯦꯁꯇꯥꯕ꯭ꯂꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯔꯕ ꯀꯂꯦꯛꯁꯟ ꯑꯃꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯤꯡꯊꯤꯕꯤ ꯀꯂꯦꯛꯁꯟꯁꯤ ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯅꯦꯁꯅꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯣꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯁꯤꯗ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯦ ꯄꯨꯛꯅꯤꯡꯗ ꯀꯩ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯤꯔꯤꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯈꯪꯖꯒꯦ
ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏ
ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯦꯚꯥꯏꯂꯦꯕꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯑꯝꯇꯪ ꯈꯪꯖꯒꯦꯅꯦ
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯔꯥꯅꯤ ꯐꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯌꯣꯜꯖꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯦꯚꯥꯏꯂꯦꯕꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯨꯒꯥꯒꯤ ꯂꯦꯡꯌꯥꯟꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯝ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯌꯦ ꯌꯣꯟꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯄꯥꯝꯕꯤꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯋꯦꯁ ꯀꯣꯠꯀꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯄꯥꯝꯕꯤꯌꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯒꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦꯀꯣ
ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯌꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯅꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯗꯦꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯥꯕꯗ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯌꯣꯟꯕꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯇꯤ
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯛꯄ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯋꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯖꯒꯦ.
ꯑꯣꯏꯖꯒꯦ.
ꯑꯁꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯜ ꯇꯝꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯟꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ. ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯀꯥꯟꯁꯤ ꯗꯦꯕꯤ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜ ꯏꯁꯇꯒꯤ. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯉꯥꯏꯍꯥꯛ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯟꯖꯥ ꯐꯪꯖꯒꯗ꯭ꯔꯣ? ꯏꯆꯦꯃꯒꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯤꯔꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯑꯝꯇꯪ ꯊꯝꯕꯤꯌꯨ. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯡꯗꯒꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯕ ꯁꯦꯡꯒꯥꯎꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯎꯖꯔꯦ, ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯕꯦꯒꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯎꯖꯔꯦ. ꯍꯣꯏ. ꯐꯪꯂꯤꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ, ꯑꯥꯏꯇꯦꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯑꯝꯇꯪ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯌꯨꯅꯦ.
ꯑꯩꯒꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯦ, ꯁꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯡ ꯐꯅꯦꯛ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ, ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯩꯇꯩꯒꯤ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯡ ꯃꯌꯦꯛ ꯅꯥꯏꯕꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯣ. ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯨꯀꯥ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤꯀꯣ. ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛꯁꯦ ꯃꯨꯀꯥ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ. ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯑꯅꯝꯕꯅ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯃꯨꯀꯥ ꯉꯥꯛꯇ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯋꯦ. ꯁꯤ ꯃꯨꯀꯥ ꯁꯨꯠꯅꯤ, ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯨꯀꯥ ꯁꯨꯠꯅꯤ, ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯨꯀꯥ ꯁꯨꯠꯅꯤ, ꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯁꯦ ꯃꯨꯀꯥ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯤꯒꯤꯁꯤꯅꯅꯦ, ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯌꯨꯝꯗ ꯂꯩꯗꯣꯏ ꯁꯧꯕꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯂꯣꯟꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ, ꯁꯨꯝ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯕ ꯂꯩꯁꯥꯕꯤ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯀꯩꯀꯩꯒꯤ. ꯑꯗꯩ ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯐꯤ ꯇꯨꯔꯒ ꯁꯦꯡꯒꯥꯎ ꯇꯧꯗꯣꯏ ꯁꯧꯕꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯦ ꯐꯖꯗ꯭ꯔꯅꯦ?
ꯍꯣꯏ, ꯌꯥꯝ
ꯁꯝ
ꯐꯖꯩ.
ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯦ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯈꯔ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤꯗ, ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯒꯤ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ, ꯍꯩꯕꯗꯣ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ.
ꯉꯁꯤ ꯉꯔꯥꯡꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯠ ꯀꯝꯗꯧꯕꯤꯒꯦ?
ꯉꯔꯥꯡ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯍꯧꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯁꯦ, ꯏꯁꯣꯔꯅ ꯆꯥꯟꯕꯤꯔ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ 10,000 ꯃꯊꯛꯇꯤ ꯌꯣꯜꯂꯤ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯗ. ꯑꯗꯣ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ 20ꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯛꯇꯤ ꯌꯣꯟ ꯉꯝꯃꯤ.
ꯁꯨꯝ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯂꯛꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ.
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯇꯗꯤ 40ꯒ ꯌꯣꯜꯂꯛꯄ꯭ꯔꯥ?
ꯌꯣꯟꯕ ꯉꯝꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯋꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯖꯒꯦ.
ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯦ ꯑꯃ ꯌꯣꯟꯈꯤꯕꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯐꯠ ꯂꯥꯎꯅ ꯃꯃꯜ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯋꯦꯕ. ꯑꯗꯣ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯣꯟꯕ ꯉꯝꯕꯁꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯖꯒꯦ. ꯅꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯕꯥ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯉꯝꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯨ.
ꯉꯔꯥꯡꯗꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯠꯁꯦ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯂꯛꯂꯤ. ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯗꯤꯌꯟꯁ ꯑꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯋꯥꯍꯩ ꯈꯔꯗꯪ ꯊꯝꯕꯤꯌꯨ, ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯌꯨ.
ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯇꯦꯛꯁꯅ ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯤꯕ 2025ꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯦ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯗꯅꯅꯦ, ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯝꯖꯕ ꯈꯔ ꯄꯣꯠꯊꯣꯛ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯀꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ, ꯄꯣꯠꯊꯣꯛꯏꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯊꯣꯛꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯄꯥꯝꯖ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯣ. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯑꯍꯣꯡꯕ ꯃꯃꯜꯗ ꯁꯦꯜ ꯇꯧꯖꯒꯦ, ꯄꯤꯖꯒꯦ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯁꯨꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯤꯛꯁꯨ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯄꯣꯠꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯖꯒꯦ. ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨ.
ꯊꯥꯒꯠꯆꯔꯤ.
ꯊꯦꯡꯛ ꯌꯨ.
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯜꯗ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯆꯠꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ. ꯑꯦꯜ ꯑꯆꯧꯕꯤ ꯗꯦꯕꯤ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜ ꯏꯁꯀꯤꯀꯣ. ꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯕꯥꯁꯀꯦꯠꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯎꯖꯔꯦꯀꯣ. ꯕꯥꯁꯀꯦꯠꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯤꯗꯤꯌꯝ ꯁꯥꯏꯖꯀꯤꯒ ꯂꯣꯟꯕꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯂꯣꯟꯕꯗꯒ ꯀꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯨꯏꯅꯒ ꯆꯪꯕꯤꯒꯦ?
ꯁꯤꯗꯤ 2 ꯂꯣꯏ ꯉꯝꯃꯦ ꯃꯆꯥꯁꯤꯗꯤ.
ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯗ?
ꯑꯆꯧꯕꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯗ ꯑꯃꯃꯝ ꯂꯣꯏꯌꯦ. ꯑꯗꯩ ꯑꯅꯥꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯅ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯆꯩꯁꯦ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯝꯃ ꯆꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯕ. ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯊꯝꯃꯒꯦꯅ ꯊꯝꯍꯧꯔꯕ.
ꯍꯣꯏ, ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯩ. ꯃꯈꯥ ꯇꯥꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯌꯣꯟꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯤ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯊꯪꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯥꯝꯒꯗꯕ ꯄꯤꯊ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯒ ꯀꯣꯔꯤꯒꯅ ꯁꯥꯕꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯁꯇꯃꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯟꯖꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯧꯖꯒꯦ. ꯃꯐꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯇꯦꯛꯁ 2025 ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯣꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯔꯤ. ꯄꯨꯛꯅꯤꯡꯗ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯤꯔꯤꯒꯦ? ꯑꯄꯥꯝꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯆꯩꯒꯗꯤ ꯐꯪꯕꯤꯔꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ?
ꯐꯖꯩ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯗꯤꯖꯥꯏꯟꯁꯦ, ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯤꯅꯦ ꯂꯧꯒꯦꯅ.
ꯑꯗꯨ ꯉꯔꯥꯡꯁꯨ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯉꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ?
ꯉꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯅꯤ.
ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯇꯦꯛꯁꯁꯤ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ 5ꯅꯤ ꯆꯨꯞꯅ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯀꯗꯕꯅꯤ. ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯁꯤꯡꯗꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯈꯤꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯟꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ?
ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯊꯦꯡꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯕꯅꯦ, ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯒꯦ.
ꯈꯔ ꯉꯟꯅ, ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯉꯟꯅꯀꯣ. ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯩ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯩꯀ꯭ꯔꯨꯖꯝ ꯁꯆꯤꯕꯤꯅꯥ ꯗꯦꯕꯤ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜ ꯋꯦꯁꯀꯤꯀꯣ. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯎꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯂꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯅꯒꯗꯤ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯎꯕꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯃꯃꯤꯠ ꯃꯉꯥꯏ ꯄꯨꯡꯀꯛ ꯊꯀꯠꯇꯅ ꯉꯥꯎꯒꯗꯧꯔꯕ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ. ꯑꯗꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯩ ꯃꯦꯇꯜꯅ ꯁꯥꯕꯅꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯈꯪꯖꯒꯦ.
ꯍꯣꯏ, ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅ ꯁꯥꯕꯅꯤ, ꯀꯣꯔꯤꯒ ꯄꯤꯊ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯒꯅꯅꯦ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯨꯡꯉꯒꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯁꯤ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯦ. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯆꯥ ꯖꯨꯋꯦꯂꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯈꯪꯅꯩ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯂꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯈꯪꯅꯩꯌꯦꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯦ. ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯤꯊ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯒ ꯀꯣꯔꯤꯒꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯁꯦ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯁꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯅꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯦ, ꯄꯤꯊ꯭ꯔꯥꯏ ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯈꯪꯅꯩ, ꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯈꯪꯅꯩꯕ ꯁꯦ. ꯔꯥꯡꯒ ꯄꯤꯊ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯒ ꯂꯨꯄꯥ ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛꯀ ꯇꯣꯠꯂꯦꯗꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ. ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯤ ꯖꯣꯏꯅꯤꯡ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ, ꯁꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯁꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯝꯕꯤ, ꯉꯥꯡꯒꯣꯏ, ꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯁꯅꯦꯜꯒꯤ ꯂꯤꯛ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯁꯥꯖꯔꯤꯁꯦ, ꯏꯁꯥꯅ ꯁꯥꯖꯕ.
ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯉꯔꯥꯡꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯣꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯥꯏꯇꯦꯝꯅꯒꯗꯤ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯁꯤꯠꯀꯦ? Karamba makhal sinaga.
Makhal se khoi aina yonjariba kaino pot sidaida kai hani khoi mela yengba lakpani na ne ko paisa ji yam pura lakpa natabani na isam sam magi mela yengbagi oina akhoi lakpagi oina amamam oina lupa sam pibagumba yankhai pibagumba yaurise amamam loi leigi anamana di ko ngarang yam sitli mayam lakpiri basingna yam nuksibidana ko amamam loi leibi ba aduga paisa yam porkpa natamina ne atangwa poti kya sitte
Hoi adubo akhoi expose numit mangani chupna pangthogadabani na yauriba potse singsi loi should be haina su wish tawjage ko
aduga akhoi kaina gi oiba ko akhoi pamjari se khoi maitei gi oina lohongbada changdaba yadaba pot khoi kaina gi leiteng oiba khoi kaina gi ko ana kanna sanariba potse asi adagi khoina aina haji kanna tawre aidi award dis oi jai koisa state award dis oi jari ai jag kanogi si sabali ko myam sabagi aduna mayam seida khoigi meitei je am chakholing bhai tare khoigi traditional potse yokhat papa meba aduna resar adagi gp kanogi resar bog tawbio na sa ngarang la ko da haijagre khoi traditional potse aidi mapalamgi mina sema sabaje boine ta modify tawthorpa a pamjada ba haitare khutna wana hingtumda gai sajari ba potni na adu kay GITech sardo aduda tawbige na ngarang de hairame aduna adumai tawbira de am ngai ning khaje khoi kaino gi khoi gi traditional ba pot ngangoi parengai je maming leiba khoi gi kyali phangai je mai wari leiba puari leiba pot ngatane ba khoi traditional ba aduna si tawbira ga di khoi gi lisang singna haidi punsi supa horakadaba maru miron gi damakta samai thambira madi khoina adu haye kaino o hongni habasi ma khajai ina afaboi hongni na khajai ba
yam nungai je aduga haiba si maksu akhoi mai pa ko oraktuna akhoi state sigi oina kanabo oirsanu haina su wisok jage hagacheri mathang di maibulan liu pan mai imphaleski hello madam evening se kam do birige
adum nungairi hai tare
okay aduga madam gi oina yauri ba pochai sing se as baby gi am nung siba kaino sing se ekta mamang da ya laga thambire ko so ado ba yauri ba sing se kai kai no habitang samlap na haibio
ai gi se maruina kabui rong mai tribe kine ba ko ado phai ai khoi ron da haraga phai ngau phai pi achauba akhoi traditional gidi am aruba phai ngau phai hai bisi ko lohong khongdong mada khangde mabung mapua gi tamba pot arubada phai ngau phai hai bisi aina puthok se ba ko uduna adusu amane aduga phanek langjin phai shwai langmu phai shwai hana ai gi rongmai tribe ki adugumasu
amtang yingzage ko hoje kanona tin habi se kamaina tawbo oibzana khoi
asi se langjin phai shwai hana kawe ko hoina asi round oina lon mase handicraft
fully handicraft
loilum da oina handicraft ta smaina round oina lon mase asi langjin phai shwai da round oina lon ba asi smaina kawe aduga asi sune aduga atai di hauzik loisilakpagi aina puthoktabasu yaure
sina posidam phare habi ne badari anti gi se
sina phaingau phaiswai kawe ko phaingau phaiswai
okay akoina uriba motif hornbill
se lon sin ba si
he na bhajana ba hai tare
si so handicraft oibani na adum craft ki taita lon ba aduga asina nupa gi oina dance tauba kanda lenglan kawe si lenglan asi setlaga asina lengsiam mana ama leri tungana ko sina lengsiam kawe nupa na sida yalaga
sholoina
aduga asina khwang de yet ningai
khwangchet
khwangchet koron de lei adumana si nupa gi ni adu maruena phaingau phai hari se sini tang ting thoke ko
hoi ting thok bio khoi si yengjani si sina maruena kari to da
si lohong khongdong bada ko
ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯩꯌꯦ ꯐꯤꯁꯦ
ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯅ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯍꯁꯕꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯗꯧꯕꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯏꯟꯕꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯔꯨꯕ ꯐꯤꯅꯦ ꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯄꯥꯜꯂꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯄꯥꯟꯒꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗꯨꯅ ꯕꯣꯔꯗꯨꯅ ꯕꯣꯔ ꯍꯥꯏꯒꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯨꯝꯗꯣ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯨꯝꯗꯨꯗ ꯄꯤꯒꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ
Okay, magi gift ne basi compulsory gift ne basi
compulsory gift pinay aduga magi mamagi groom khoigi imungduna bride ki mabung da su pinay aduga mapa da su pi adu maru oina magi mama bride tu gi pokminabdo aduda nupa khoina tamgdaba si ko
si su compulsory
ni maman su khwai tange akhoi gi phida
maman di kya mu ko orim no khangzaba yagadra
si lising train thoi pi ne sing train thoi pi ne si
yam nungai zai akhoi na sol si da koi blak sa matam da anti na ga puthok aga ko phasana takpi base si yam nungai zai aduga
asi gi phi sida aina
emphasize
award lobne
oh congratulations thank you duga award tu kari award or bano kitang ka khangse ge makha kitang
state award ni state award oina sigi phi se puthok pa kanda ko
karam ba chahi da or bano
2023-24 gini adu award phangbadi 25 ta phangjai
congratulations again auntie
thank you
aduga sigumba art degi sigumba craft si adumak pudleng dana thamba ngamnabagi preserve to ngamnabagi thauna adu hanba leitana hotna biu haina sai wish tawjage thank you so much
thank you
aduga akhoi si hojik si khangdaba kaya amasu khangminare mayam yam phazaraba expo kaya aduga sida khoigi photo booth su leire photo booth sida mayam ama leibiramli adum changchilaga wari sarusi ko mayam se photo su kana nambiri wari ngahak sabagi tanja logjaba yagadro some ming leifam haibitang haibio
ai ming korongan ma kawe
akhoi sumaina Manitex 2025 sida lakpi base kai bhauge hojik se evening ni yam nungai ba matam ne
adum haidi hoi nungai yamna maina haidi khoi iramdam gi promote tawdana khotana tawbu se maina haidi festival na sembiraga haidi awaro follow tawba potha ma lakpa se nungai mam phawe
songi maru ka su wari sabagi tanja ma logjage oh amatane okay adudi khoi ngahak wa photo booth tasu wari batai kya ma sarure mathang asidi longjam hemolata devi Imphal West ki good evening yam phazamanda dai kai haide no khangdaba ujarib se safilan phi madi habit ujare ka aduga kitang explain do bi haidi makhan ne koi no uri base
yani koi sida theli se safilan phi haiba ina phi nupana inna ba aduga kari gi damakta safilan phi no hairagadi koi gi ningthongna mana phi oina katkiba karambada piba mana phino hairagadi khoigi manai masal kainu mayam sina security haitare moi mayam sina sa adagi sa phaba madi lan chatpa matamda ngamakpado adugi leader duda ningthau sina pendana mana oina katkiba phi aduguma makhalamani adu sida yauriba phi mayek singche khoigi loina ma khoigi athar leiba khoigi kainu tawba haitare aduna aduna magi ningthauchina sigi phisida piramiba mayek singsi koi mayek tara neba mayek tara sida koigi asida isanga ga
haibiu
sigi sisina senapati aduga sisina ningthau sina mayai da leraga senapati sina koigi matai da haibdi ningthauna eni thabak chatpa matamda magi security guard tu neba sise adagi sida yauri sina koigi thawami sak atiya da thoiba thawami sak se aduga sigi sina sida akoigi hangapan gi saru sina ningthaugi phamban magi mamingna phanto bhairaga khangnai adu sida yaur sina akoigi ta ne ta sina kari da season ge da akoigi lan chatpa matam da magi khulai makhalamani ta sina adagi sa phaba matam da su ta se season ba magi khulai adagi sida yauri sina iroi masi iroisina huji akhoi tribal gi moi gi kanoda akhoi instrument loina sizinna ba iroi gi machi do adugi potu gi mawong se lauraga ningthau sina thambiram ba hai tare yauri ba posing si nga sai magi phi si gi mapung oina na ba phajana ba repetition oina la kan da hanjala ga mayek se sembane ba phi si gi mawong se ada sida yauri sida numitha numitha sina akhoi gi ima ipa ni sina ima ipa se akhoi gi punna laiminai dana punna laira kan da akhoi gi sangsa je semai bani aduga sina lai akhoi gi maitai gi satna bi da hek pokpada gi na siba bok da lai se yawe aduna lai si ma pirame akhoi gi ningthau sina adagi sina wahong sina akhoi gi uchek ni matam du akhoi Manipur da uchek laite na di hainai adubu brahmarom dai paisalapune ani akhoi su ahlaman sina wari da takpiram bagi akhoi na du khangjaba do ngasi lijabane akhoi na smain tawdana magi phi makhal mayam mayek mayam se akhoi ningthau na thambira misina nga ni nga haiba se akhoi gi protein gi saruk ni protein se yawdak de akhoi miyoi bana hingba ngamde aduna khudingma tribal isli naw singi kaino su yawre akhoi gi maitai gi su yawre aduna integrity rom da pora aga akhoi se amatani haiba gi phi gi saktam amane na akhoi na admaina thajai sapi lampi se adu masi magna akhoi na senda lambi hingna na hona rak boddi sigi traditional sina yarak tabani na haje sidi mai matam matam gi oina yolle ba ko aduga akhoi sida theliba mayam se sapi lampi gi sigi iroi sigi design ne akhoi se theli se happy se aduga makhan mayam sagon samu macha lotho akhoi na lole smai tong no ina phi adagi akhoi gi sida yam piku da decorative item da pama akhoi na frame chamba da on the se khutna hand embroidery ngak tani mayek se loi asubi adagi akhoi sigi phi macha se ina se frame chanjari se frame chan ba pamba mi na frame chan ba lore aduga akhoi gi phi oina logjage hagna phi oina yole adagi khau puthoe adagi kaptan da puthoe makhan mi gi apam do akhoi na sum kuina mela gi experience to leira abani na design yam je puthoga yonja ba hai tare
asam nongai je asumna kup na explain to bibigira makta thagat to phongdok chari pochi yam phabo bi haina wish tak jage
pochi yam phai ngarang su yam sille sapilam pi aso ba sille ngasi se sum ba macha sille lengyan sille adum yole hai tare
hen sit boy bi haina wish tak jari Okay, adudi hauzik mayam akhoi si store sing si mathang yeng ba sla e adagi akhoi gi lambel da dum thengna ba customers adagi mela sibu expo sibu pamna yeng ba lakli ba mayam asisu wari watai sare adudi hauzik kasa family band makhoi gi isai sing asi akhoi mayam punna tamina rurasi come on let's go
Everyone, we are the Sarpen, we are a family, and we are going to entertain you. Thank you very much. Now we'll start with the sound test.
aduga hojiki oina khoi si isai se hauna bagi pura ready the same saduna like reduna thinda dana changsil si mayam Isai pangthok ka dori ba mafam asi yaksi lagle
No, basic trong sao?
Monitor the page kasi na ikate. Monitor. Asi ito kasi. Kata dia. Oh, roko tu kan ada. Best mana kaya? Try saya nak.
I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime. Played it till my fingers bled. Was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from school had a band that we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Jody got married. Should've known we'd never get by. Oh, and I look back now. The summer seems to last forever. Oh, if I had a choice, yeah, I'd always wanna be there. Those were the best days of my life. You know the same complaining when you got a job to do.
hello. Hello, hello, hello. So don't you worry a thing, I'll tell you I love you more. It's stuck with you forever, so promise you won't let it go. I'll trust the universe will always bring me to you. Imagine we fell in love, I'll laugh under moonlight skies with you. I think I'll picture us here with the wind, the ocean's colors on your face. I'll leave my heart with your end, so let me fly with you. Will you be forever with
Well, everyone, reminding you the Kasa family. On guitar, we have Wongpam Kasa, and as the guitarist and vocalist, Lemit Kasa, and drummer and vocalist as Ria Kasar. I hope you are enjoying the evening. And Taramasigi Maraktatna, Miamgi Mafamda Kanganjaba Mana, Aikoi Hazik, Pangtok Chariba Taramasi, KhutSem Life Ki Kutangda, Malim Pumbada, Miamgi Mafamda, Yengba Panganjari Baneduna, Hazik Equina, Camera Namzariba Sigi Mamangda, Mayamna, Kitang Yengbiduna, Katukaran Chapiganu, Hibasimatang, Miamgi Mafamda Kanganjari, and over to you, Kasa family, we expect more melodious songs.
Hello, hello.